All right. Let's get this party started right. It is that time of the week. Coming to you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. And also, JT, you know what? I'm getting a little bit of feedback here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I could cut something off. But one of the things I noticed when you came in today, hold on 1 minute.
All right.
All right, I think I'm good now. This is live broadcast. So things happen. So I think we are good to go. When you walked in to the studio, by the way, everyone, my name is Kevin Cameron. Keith Platt,
yes,
across the table from me,
yes, sir.
And also JT James Taylor in the house. And when you walked in, JT, it seemed like you were hanging out at home or something, just chilling. Looks like you had pajama pants on, some slippers, and what's going on, man? It's
Kev, you're right.
It's December 30th.
Listen.
It's winter time.
He's right. Listeners, he's right. Listen, look. I got on my pajama pants.
Pajama pants, slippers.
You know why? It's because I'm tired, Kev.
You're tired?
I'm tired.
Okay.
I'm tired of the same nonsense coming from our offense. Sick and tired of it. So I'm just figuring
What offense are you talking about?
That's what I was wondering. I'm tired.
You mean an offense that didn't score TD?
I'm tired of Arthur Smith. Seriously, he has to go, man. Look, he has to go.
He has to go?
He has to go.
Okay. It can't be as simple as DK Metcalf, huh?
I already said that. I said that earlier on in the season. I said if we lose DK Metcalf for anything.
We all said that.
It's right.
Yeah.
But it is going to be very, very detrimental to the team. And it has proven that already. Because you got to remember, just right out the gate, he's taken 2, possibly 3 DBs with him. So that opens up more. But that Arthur Smith should have made the adjustment. And I'm tired. That's why I got on my PJs.
Okay.
And they're comfortable.
You came prepared.
Yes, sir.
On a cold, snowy day here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Can I tell the listeners
Go ahead.
We need you to call in. I'm not the only one that's tired. I want to hear other people that got problems with what's going on. And the call-in number is 412-213-8995. And if you want to text in, 412-218-3888. And please do not call the text line.
There you go. We want your calls. As you see, JT, he's fired up over the game. I was fired up over the game. You couldn't even score a touchdown. And everything was on the line, right?
Averaging 6 yards a carry, you couldn't score a touchdown.
And 2 turnovers. Right, two turnovers.
Yeah, it could have been 3.
We didn't turn. Of course, it could have been a pick six.
Locate the ball. That too.
Yeah,
pick 6.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. We'll dive right into it because we already did to a certain extent anyway. So the first question that I have today, and the callers could call in to answer this question also: did the Steelers defense play well enough to win in the 13-6 loss to the Browns?
They definitely did. You got to remember, Shedeur Sanders had 100 yards passing on the first 2 drives. After that, what did he end up with? 174, I think? Somewhere like
186.
186. Mm-hmm. So that means he averaged 20 20 some yards? 20 some yards for 3 quarters. 20 some yards a quarter. Their running game was ineffective. So, which tells me is our offense is 100% responsible for this because the defense did what they had to do.
Right.
I mean, they started off slow, but normally they do. But for the 2, 3, and 4, they really did do what they had to do. And another thing that changed the whole trajectory of this game is when they called Cam Hayward for that roughing the passer.
That was ludicrous.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded ludicrous.
Well, I mean, you have to be able to score more than 6 points to win an NFL game. Normally, it doesn't matter who you're playing. And I definitely feel that the defense did enough to win the game. When I take a look at the breakdown for the game, total yards and all of the specifics.
Defense gave up 10 points. So,
Yeah, that's enough, man. You should be able to cover that.
Especially for what we've been doing lately.
Yes, sir.
So passing 184 yards as a team, they gave up in passing. And then when I take a look at the rushing yards and the Steelers defense, they've been playing pretty good against the run, even though Cleveland lost their running back the week before, right?
Yeah, Quinshawn Judkins.
Right.
But they had Sanders and they had Samples.
But 78 yards rushing for the game.
That's
Cleveland
good enough
had
to win the game.
Yeah, versus the Steelers had 131 yards rushing
on how many
during
attempts?
The game. Rushing attempts 24,
so
and Cleveland had 25.
So we were roughly averaging over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, Jalen Warren was at like about 6.4 or something like that.
Well, it was 5.5 per rush for the Steelers and 3.1 for Cleveland.
Wow.
So a big difference. But I think the big part of the game as well, once Cleveland got up, they never lost the lead, okay, because they were up 10-0. And then the Steelers were able to pull it to, at halftime? I think it was 10-6 at halftime, if I'm not mistaken.
Because there was only 3 points scored at the second half, right? Mm-hmm. That last drive before the Steelers got the ball.
Yeah, so the defense, fellas, definitely did enough. I wish they could have done more, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
because
we got some plays on the field, but I don't blame the defense at all.
No, I don't blame the defense.
They were solid enough to win the game, man.
Right.
This game's on Aaron Rodgers and Arthur Smith.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes,
it's on those two.
Because this might have been one of Aaron Rodgers' worst games as a Steeler.
It might be one of his worst games ever.
Yeah,
and
he missed
think about
some targets.
Kenneth Gainwell has been your main focus on this offense in the second half of this season. Okay? He was wide open in the middle of the field twice.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
On that last drive, right down there by the goal line.
We're going to go over each one of those plays as well.
Valdez-Scantling couldn't catch a cold. It was coldy. Man, look.
Out of all the eligible receivers out there.
Jonnu Smith, Roman Wilson, Scotty Miller. I mean, you had these guys, and then even, what's his name? Skoranek even. You know, I mean,
I think his hand is still broke, though.
Is it?
Yeah, I think his hand is still messed up.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, you have Roman Wilson. That's your decoy right there.
I didn't understand why he didn't even get in the game, man. Like, I thought he would have been perfect for that man press coverage.
I want to stick to our topics here as well, because we jumped from the defense to the offense. And
right.
The offense is actually next on our agenda.
Well, the defense plays, so I don't care what anybody says. A lot of teams start out slow. Even your best teams that have won the Super Bowl in last so many years. But my thing is, the defense made the adjustment, and the defense shut it down for real. So what did they have? So they had 80 yards passing from the second quarter to the end of the game. And so they probably had, 100-some yards from the second quarter to the end of the game? Come on, man.
Defense played solid enough to win, man.
Solid.
This game is on Rodgers and Arthur Smith, in my opinion.
You give up 13 points.
Yeah, that's enough to cover.
Only 3
but the 3 points,
in the second half.
But the 3 points came because they went incomplete.
No, the 3 points came
at the end of the game when they went for fourth down.
Well, that's where I was going.
Yeah, that's what I said. They went incomplete.
Yeah, but you missed the fourth down, so that's where I was going. The Steelers went forward. And
that's what I said. Incomplete. That's fourth down.
Well, I just wanted to share.
Yeah. Oh no.
Hold on, JT. I just wanted to share with the watchers and the listeners what we're talking about. The Steelers went forward in 4 downs in their own territory, turned the ball over. Cleveland had field position, and they couldn't score a touchdown, so they kicked a field goal. So I'm just trying to explain to everybody what we're talking about.
Right.
So, yeah, the defense definitely did enough to win, and we have a phone call coming in here.
What's going on with our punter, man?
I thought special teams was all right. I thought he kicked the ball pretty good in those conditions.
Yeah, it was really windy. It was really windy, and we have a call.
Their punter was lamb-based in that ball. He was killing that ball. Our punter, like I said, he was kicking from our own 40, and he was giving them field position at the 20-yard line, 15-yard line. That's supposed to go closer to the end zone.
All right, we have a call. Diva, what's going on? Diva, can you hear me? All right, let me see if I can make an adjustment because I can't hear you at all. Diva, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Happy New Year's. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Likewise.
All right. Well, I called in on Sunday.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing's changed. That is Tuesday. I'm still pissed. That was a terrible game. Terrible game. I don't understand why we couldn't, we had the famous or the, number one quarterback of all times, and we couldn't get a touchdown. We couldn't get the interceptions for easy score. And then DK Metcalf, him being out. So I'm just trying to figure out what is going to go on Sunday with Baltimore, and if I should even watch the game. Because like JT, I'm tired. I don't want to waste my time.
Do you have your slippers on too?
Other stuff to do. Well, you know what? That's a good thought. So I'm super upset about this. So where do we go from here, fellas? And no excuses. Tell me the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't want any excuses. They didn't make adjustments where they should have, and we lost the game, and it was horrible.
Well, I can give you this, Diva. The good is we are still fighting for the playoff, our division. So it's winning, you're in. The bad thing is there's only 60 minutes left in your season, especially if you play like you did Sunday. You only have 60 minutes left in your season. Now, it's up to you who's going to lace them cleats up and bring it, because you got a home game. I mean, you're in the environment you want to be in, and then it's going to be a night game too. And if Tyler Huntley starts, because I don't know, they haven't said anything yet about the starter for if Lamar Jackson is going to be ready or not. But I feel like
I just looked on the screen here in the studio. Status to be determined.
Right.
For Lamar Jackson.
So, which seems to me is if he's not practicing yet, and if he does play, where they're going to be targeting his back. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, you have 60 minutes left in this season, because after this game, it's a whole nother season. The playoffs is a whole nother season.
Right,
so,
anything's possible.
Yep. And we showed that in 2005?
Yeah. That's why I always tell people I've seen this movie before, so anything can happen.
Yeah, in 2005, that was a totally different situation.
But it shows you anything can happen, Kev.
We were on the roll.
Yeah, but we were the first wild card team to ever win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, on the road, every game.
I think it's
the last seed too.
Yeah, I think those are apples and oranges.
Yeah, but still, it's the same thing. Anything's possible. Like
anything is possible.
It's a new season.
That's kind of hard to happen. It's probably going to be hard to happen these days, but it can still happen. You know what I'm saying? That showed you, but I get what you're saying, Kev. It was years ago, but
I'm not saying
history. It's still history.
I'm not saying that the Steelers can't win, and we'll make the predictions coming up here.
I'm saying that can happen for any team, though. That could be a wild card team, but of course, I want the Steelers to do it.
Yeah, this is really a situation. I'm going to use the analogy, a basketball analogy. Okay, you're up 3-0. Okay, you're up 3-0. You lose the last 3 games. You had the opportunity to put the series away. You did not. Now you have a game 7. Okay, now you got to rise up and find a way to win game 7. Okay, so that's what this reminds me of, because the Steelers should have put that game away in Cleveland. They could have rested their older players and everything.
I know, man.
And TJ Watt,
that so
he
bad.
says Tomlin's optimistic that TJ Watt will be back this weekend.
Right.
I don't know if he's ready. That's for a punctured lung. I mean,
the doctors must have cleared him if he's practicing. So I don't know. That's good news.
Yeah. Well,
so what did
we'll see. We'll see.
Diva, where do you think we lost the game at? What do you think we lost the game at?
I just think that, both sides of the ball, it was just terrible. We couldn't score on offense. We missed some critical, easy scores on defense. I mean, we just looked real flat, and I didn't quite understand it because, we were just in Detroit, and we tore them up. So we just look like 2 totally different teams. And I'm just like, well, what happened? Did they just give it their all in Detroit and then they just left it there and, came back and went to Cleveland and just fell flat?
Well, Cleveland has
Kurt, if you could mute your phone as well. We're getting a little bit of a background noise. We'll get you next on.
All
okay.
right.
Okay, go ahead, Diva.
Yeah, so it just looked like we were flat. It just seemed like, 2 totally different teams. And that's my problem with the Steelers. From one week to next, we just don't look like a consistent team.
It just didn't seem, to me, it seemed like our offense didn't prepare enough. Like, I don't know if they took that defense for granted or they took them light.
Yeah.
But what did we miss the whole game, too? Open the middle of the field.
Yep. Waited till
Except
late
on the
in the
last
game.
drive
Yeah, wait till late in the game to go to Farah and he should have been showcased from the jump.
Right. Okay, Diva.
All right, guys. So let me ask you this last question: should I watch the game or not?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Tune in. Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, because you never know what the Steelers will do.
Right.
You never know.
I think you should go.
You think? No.
Get the hats and T-shirts ready.
They're going to take me to jail because I'm cut up. So I'm just saying I'm going to watch it.
Well, it's good to know that we still have
fellas,
very,
Happy New
very.
Year.
Same to you. Thank
All right.
you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Diva.
All right.
Okay,
All
thanks.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right,
love-
Kurt,
I love
are you
when
still
she
with
calls
us?
I'm still here.
All right, you're on. What
What's
would you
up,
like
Kurt?
to talk about, man?
Of course, obviously, it's this Browns game, the loss. But hey, last game of the year, Week 18, the division comes down to the Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and I think that's why this is the best rivalry in all of sports, not just the NFL. A few weeks ago, I did mention, I said this. I think a lot of us had an idea that it could come down to this. Whether the circumstances that played out or not, I don't think anybody should really be surprised that the division comes down to the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here it is. Mike Tomlin with a 42-year-old quarterback and injured T.J. Watt, but they're still able to keep in the race. Now, my concern is this. They beat the Baltimore Ravens. Good thing. They win the North. Great. The first round of the playoffs, I'm concerned about actually winning the postseason as I was on this 3-game ride that we had going, because it does look, as the previous caller just said, I don't know what to expect. We're back at that point again where here we go. We just lost to a 3-12 team who I'll give credit to. The Browns also beat the Green Bay Packers, and I believe they held them to under a touchdown. So
Right.
I guess,
That's a good point.
Mr. Schwartz, the defensive coordinator, who's, he's one of the best.
He
He
is.
can pull out a game plan, and he can win, especially when you got a guy like Myles Garrett, who they were game planning against. Every team game plans against Myles Garrett.
Exactly.
But I'm just concerned about getting into the postseason now, whereas on this 3-game ride, I thought to myself, hey, this team, if they get to the postseason, I'm optimistic we're winning that home game. I don't know if I'm that optimistic. But what will raise my optimism is not only a win over the Ravens. I want a deciding victory. I want a game where we won. Just like last year when they beat us, and they definitely beat us into the ground last year.
They did.
I want that this year. I
Okay.
want it this year from the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have to beat the Ravens. And I don't care who's at quarterback. This is a statement game.
And hold on 1 minute, Kurt. Hold on. We have Lewis on the other line as well. Lewis, if you could go ahead and mute your phone, we're getting some background noise from you. Okay, go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, this is it. You know, it comes down to, like it was already stated, I believe by Mr. Taylor. It's 60 minutes for the rest of the season, and it just can't be, you know, another 60 minutes. This is it. We got a chance to win the North, head into the playoffs as a 4th seed, and to move on. And as was already stated, play a whole new season, and that's what I'm looking forward to. But in order for my confidence to be there, for them to even win a postseason game, they've got to beat the Baltimore Ravens.
So, Kurt, did you take the poll that we put out there on YouTube?
I did not.
Okay, you should look out there on YouTube. We have a poll out there, confidence level of the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Baltimore Ravens for the AFC North title. The last time I looked, it was probably about 50%, under 50% from a confidence level standpoint.
But real quick, just a quick analogy. We sit there and talk about how we let the Cleveland Browns jump up on us 10 points, right? Same thing when it's last night. Atlanta Falcons jumped in the Rams,
right?
14-21.
21-0.
Yeah,
it was 21-0.
So, I mean, like I said, it's the NFL. You know, things don't, not for long, can stand for anything. One minute, it could be like you played great one week, but then
and they had their major players as well.
All them dudes is professionals, man. They all coming in with high accolades, highly touted. Nobody's laying down for nobody. Bottom line.
Nonetheless, the biggest game,
division game.
Nonetheless, the biggest game was this past Sunday. Because that would have done so much for the team.
You always got to make it hard.
And look at the nonsense now, like, oh, y'all should have. Now you're mad that you didn't take Shedeur Sanders. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
dude,
Shedeur ain't do
he didn't
nothing.
play well.
He played very. He was horrible.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say he was horrible.
It was unspectacular to put it in better terms.
And if what's her safety, if he was paying attention, he should have. That would have been a fourth.
Duger should have about 6-7 inners, man.
Exactly.
Oh,
I don't know what he was thinking about.
But let's make sure we hear from Kurt because we have another caller on the line as well.
Oh, okay, the landline booming today. That's what's up.
Go ahead, Kurt.
You know, all I want to leave you guys with is this. I think the offense, because I blame the offense for that loss. I don't see any reason to blame the defense for the game.
Right.
Arthur Smith has to draw up whatever he drew up against the Colts, whatever he drew up against the Lions. I need to see that on Sunday. I need to see that Sunday night versus the Baltimore Ravens. And that team needs to be sent home back to Baltimore, and their fans in Baltimore can sit around and bicker about who needs to go first, Harbaugh or Jackson, while the fans here can continue to move on to the postseason.
I like it.
Maybe move on to number 7.
I like it.
Right.
All right. Thanks for your call, Kurt.
Thank you as always,
Thank
Kurt.
you.
Happy New Year to you, buddy.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye. Hey, Lewis Walker, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, we have you live on air. What's going on, my man?
You know my sentiments. I love the Steelers.
Right. Uh-oh.
It's no uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's time for reality to be checked.
Okay.
And I love the young man's confidence about the NFL means not for long. It does. But the problem which we've had for the last 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
We waited till the last minute to replace Ben Roethlisberger, which everybody knows.
Right.
Well, our draft choices have been, I guess, piss poor at best.
That's
None of the draft choices. Hold on, let me finish. None of the draft choices have worked out. You have a young man who was just traded to the Dallas Cowboys. You don't even know he's in the league right now, but he's balling out. Simply because they told him when he walked on campus, we're not going to put up with your shenanigans as you did in Pittsburgh. So you either play or you can sit. One of the two. You haven't heard one word from this young man all year.
No, that's not true.
Exactly.
There's been, no. I want to make sure.
That's a lie, bro.
Yeah, I want to make sure the information is correct. He's been in trouble a couple times, Lewis. I'm not sure if you know about. He was suspended for a portion of a game because of his behavior.
Because him and DK,
went to the strip club.
Yeah, they was out
went to the
partying.
strip club, and then he had
he sat out one series.
But do you see the shenanigans on the sideline as he did when he was with the Steelers?
He didn't.
Yeah, he got suspended for partying.
Well, he's getting the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, hey guys, let's just put everything for real. We had a chance to get Willis a couple years ago. We chose not to. He's balling out.
True.
It's time for a change. It's time for a change.
Okay.
We're in the Bubby Brewster era right now, guys.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
So you don't have much confidence. You don't have much confidence on Sunday.
Nobody in the
I can
NFL
understand
does.
that. I can understand
No
that.
one in the NFL does.
I can understand that. And that's normally when the Steelers show up and show out.
You have, like I said, I love the Steelers since I was 4 years old. It's time for a change.
Okay. A lot of people, Lewis, feel that way. A lot of people.
Coaching change or what?
You're not by yourself.
Hey, guys, the last statement, I'm going to let everybody go. As I asked this question several weeks ago, name me a dog you got on the offensive line.
I just told
and
you.
I'll wait.
I just told you.
Yeah, Frazier.
Yeah, Zach Frazier. What are you
Mason
talking
McCormick
about?
is very underrated.
Zach Frazier.
Very underrated, Mason McCormick.
Hey guys, hold on for a
Don't
second.
do that, man.
Look at the film.
I have
Look at the film
every
from last
week. Every week. I just got done looking.
Dylan Cook's on the Ravs.
I just got done looking at it an hour before the game. Not only did I look at not only did I look at the Steelers tape, but I'm answering your question. I looked at the tape.
And you don't average 6 yards a carry because your offensive line ain't playing.
Okay, our 6 yards a carry is not consistent, bruh. For the last couple of games, yes. It's not consistent.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you can't blame it on the offensive line.
Who you gonna blame it on? Is nobody else
The
blocking?
one that's getting the ball from the center and the one who's sending the plays in. That's who I'm blaming. That's the blame.
That's what I said. It's time for a change. I never indicated.
Oh well, we know a change is coming at quarterback, right?
Yeah, Arthur Smith got to grow. We all agree on that one.
I said that.
he
I
gotta
said
go.
that at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
The defensive coordinator got to go, and Mike Tomlin either got to take a step back or he got to make a change all the way across the board. Only guy that needs to stay is the guy with the bumper gun. That's it.
Danny Smith.
No, but see, I disagree. I think our defense is doing fine. Our defense, you don't just shut down. Hold on.
You just made a statement about a defensive secondary guy. Didn't know what he was doing. The ball whizzed right past him.
We got him off the waiver wire.
Got him in the trade.
Yeah, we got.
He's been pretty good. He had that one mishap. He's been pretty decent.
Here's the deal.
I'm just talking about
in the NFL, you will get beat.
Yeah,
Now, Lewis, you called in a number of times to talk about Joey Porter Jr. Now, be honest. How has Joey Porter Jr. been playing? Okay, we lost him. I'm not sure exactly.
Like I'm saying. Yeah, but I'm saying, I think the defense, look, to shut Detroit down the way we shut Detroit down.
Man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Forget about that. In Detroit, against Jared Goff, who is an excellent indoor quarterback.
All right.
And the thing is, our defense really hasn't had to make no changes at halftime because they started balling and they balled out against Detroit.
Yeah,
they gave up a number of yards in the fourth quarter, but still, I think the defense is fine. And then when we got how many picks we got coming in the draft, I think our defense is going to be fine. Yeah. I think Terrell Austin's fine, but we just got to get an offense that is capable of being consistent, moving the ball, and if we can get like a Drake May or a Jackson Dart or one of those guys in this draft, because like I said, I know they're going to address the wide receiver.
Yeah, you got to get two wide receivers, one via free agency, one through the draft, or do like a couple of years back, man, when you drafted Sanders and Antonio Brown. You got to address that position like heavily.
Can I ask you a question? And this is for either one of you to answer.
Hold that question because we're right at break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we'll get to your question, JT.
I know.
But we'll also talk about the impact of DK Metcalf. Okay. He was a big missing piece to the Steelers offense. And how did the Steelers miss opportunities on their last series as well? Also, was the Myles Garrett game plan the right game plan? And we'll also talk Pittsburgh Penguins trade for forward Yegor Chinakhov, if I pronounced that right, probably didn't. And also Pitt men's basketball. We need to talk about them as well. So we'll talk about all of that and more when we return.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm, providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat by Niche experience? Beat by Niche is one of the top makeup artists in the city of Pittsburgh. She's touched the face of Cardi B, love and hip-hop personalities, and various Steeler wives. If you have not sat in her chair, what are you waiting for? Visit beatbyniche.com to schedule your special makeover for all occasions, weddings, graduations, proms, photo ops, and more. Visit beatbyniche.com and experience the touch of excellence.
My question.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. We just had a fired up segment number one. A lot of people are upset with what went down in Cleveland, Ohio. I was so upset. I tried to get out of there, fellas, as soon as possible after all the press conferences and interviews and everything. I just couldn't stick around up there in Cleveland. JT, I know you have a question or a comment.
Do we have a caller?
We have a caller.
Go ahead. We'll get
okay. All right. Robert, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Kev, how you doing, man?
Doing well. Yourself?
Hey, Robert, how's it going?
Can you hear me okay?
What up, Rob?
Hey, how's it going?
We can hear you fine.
All right.
Okay, great. Hey, listen, I don't even know where to begin on that last caller on how delusional that guy was. Listen, but see, I get it. He's one of them, what I call miserable Steeler fans. And people and guys like that, they say, "Oh, I'm a fan. I've been a fan for years," but all they do is criticize and watching misery. And I normally tell them guys, "Hey, look, bro, you got 31 other teams to go cheer for through that misery." I'm gonna get to the point. First off, George Pickens, he's done exactly what he did in Pittsburgh.
Right.
If you watch the Detroit game, it tells everything there was about that guy. He must have watched that game. When CeeDee Lamb got hurt, he totally quit on his team because he got double teamed. He shut down. Then he shut down because he got double teamed the game after that. I have no idea what that guy's talking. Did you watch the Detroit game when he quit that game?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did. And that's why, Robert, I hopped on that real fast because
I have no idea what that guy's talking about. He probably don't even watch the game.
He must have been taking a nap around that time.
And that's what separates a number 1 receiver to a number 2 receiver.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why Dallas is going to have a hard time paying that guy. Number 2, Zach Frazier is going to be a future Pro Bowler.
Preach.
Sure.
And the right tackle is going to be a future Pro Bowler.
Sure, Fontana.
Fontana. Yeah, you don't never hear his name.
Yeah, and for Lewis, who called in to say we didn't have any good draft picks, we just named 2 good draft picks, and on top of that, Derek Harmon.
Right. Like I was saying, Mason McCormick, man, he's a sleeper.
Are just miserable. Now, here's the thing. Here's another thing. I didn't like that game. Came down to one thing: offense. Aaron Rodgers had a horrible game. He was terrible.
He was.
He has them seeing ghost games. Green Bay was one. The Chargers was another. He has them games where he sees ghosts. And Arthur Smith didn't help him much now because he called a terrible game. And Aaron Rodgers.
Can I hold you there, Robert? I think what happened. I think we need to give Arthur Smith some grace.
Come on, man.
Okay, and here's why.
You give it to him. He ain't getting none of mine.
Here's why.
Why? Tell me why.
Aaron Rodgers took over the offense. Arthur Smith,
I agree.
didn't have an opportunity. He didn't have an opportunity to call the game. Hold on. There's a good example down the stretch. Let me give you 2 big examples. The last series, and we're going to watch the last series as well when we have a chance. But the last series, he went to Valdez Scantling 3 straight times to end the game. Not only that, you all would remember during the course of the game, the Steelers had a 4th and 1. What did Aaron Rodgers do?
Throw the ball down the left side. He's Scotty Miller.
Do you really think that was Arthur Smith?
We did that all last year. What are you talking about?
Here's the thing, Kev.
Not like that.
Kev, they can never.
He had a horrible game. Arthur Smith didn't do him no favors.
That was a horrible ball.
Yeah. Go ahead, Robert.
One more thing. Here's one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
He also checked on that 3rd and 4. On that 3rd and 4, whenever they ran a gun power sweep, that wasn't Arthur Smith. Aaron Rodgers checked into that.
Exactly. And that's why I'm giving Arthur Smith some great. Man, to be honest with you, I think Arthur Smith is afraid to veto what Aaron Rodgers is doing.
Well, he shouldn't be there.
I'm sorry.
Well, he shouldn't be there.
But Aaron Rodgers
Mike Tomlin is a part of that as well.
Well, number 1, you should have receivers when you're that close to the goal line. Okay, and now you're playing for the division.
Right.
You get all the big dogs you got. You bring in Jonnu Smith. I don't understand, and they never, ever, the ball only hit his hand. Out of those 3 passes, the ball only touched his hands one time.
Yeah,
and it should have been a defensive pass interference, too.
And you're talking about for who?
MVS.
4th down in the last play of the game.
3 straight passes to Valdez Scantling.
Okay.
Yeah, why not go to Freiermuth? Why not try Adam Thielen on that play? Gainwell was open.
Hold tight, fellas. We're going to go through the series.
Okay,
we're going to put it up on the screen.
And
we're going to watch that whole series as we talk through.
Oh, man.
But what else did you have, Robert?
Basically, that's it. I mean, offense. I mean, Aaron Rodgers ran a bad offense that day, and it killed. That's the 2nd game it really killed us.
Yeah.
Chargers, it killed us. The defense balled out against. A lot of people say, "Oh man, San Diego gave it." I mean, not San Diego. The Chargers gave it to us. They really didn't give it to us. They struggled with our D the whole game. The offense didn't show up that game. They were horrible that game, and he was bad that game, and he was bad this game, and we couldn't score a touchdown this game. He saw ghosts.
Seahawks game.
He saw ghosts the whole game.
I agree.
Hey, I got a question for him real quick. Now, from what I'm gathering, is it you that I think said Malik Willis will be a Steeler next year?
Listen, let me tell you something. As far as that, yeah, Malik Willis. I forgot that comment. As far as Malik Willis playing, yes, he's playing decent, but he's still just a good backup as of right now. Let's not go that far. We should have drafted him because guess what? He had chances other places in Tennessee, and he's okay. He's a good backup, is what he is right now. He's proved nothing to be an NFL starter. That was a ridiculous comment too.
Sometimes that's the situation, though, man. You know, Matt LaFleur got him right.
Not only that. Not only that, when other teams don't have a chance to prepare for you, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well. That's a good point.
Exactly,
yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's been okay. He's been
well. He knows when to run.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
A running quarterback down there when we had it would have been perfectly fine with me.
A couple quick questions for you, Robert, before we let you go. What are your thoughts on the game coming up? What's your confidence level?
I feel really good because when people are down on the Steelers is when they show up. I mean, here's the thing. Guess what? For all these people, and I heard the one guy say the NFL's. That's another thing too. That's his problem. He listens to too much national TV. They have no idea what's going on in Pittsburgh. Zero. Because 3 weeks ago they left us for dead, and we ended up winning 3 straight.
Right.
I mean, I'd never listen to them guys because they don't have a clue what's going on around here. They have zero clue what's going on around here. Zero. And I wouldn't even dare listen to the national media because they're clueless. And if he knew any better, Baltimore has their issues too.
They do.
Yes, they do.
Right now, and Lamar Jackson doesn't even want to play for the guy. Little does he know, they have issues. They have issues worse than us. Their roster is built. All I heard at the beginning of the season was Baltimore has this great roster. They're built to win the championship. Guess what? They're failing. Their roster isn't half as good as ours. And guess what? They're failing. Right?
Yeah, but they are playing better than the Steelers right now. They do
play better because they played a backup quarterback in a Micah Parsons' last Packers team. They were lucky to go to Green Bay without Jordan Love and Micah Parsons.
I agree, and that's the advantage.
They fell into the week before they got their butts kicked. They came out and got their butts kicked by New England. So I mean, they're not playing that great.
That's another team.
Yeah, but they still have the advantage with DK Metcalf, who we'll talk about the impact of losing DK Metcalf. That's a huge hole for this offense that didn't even have a number 2 wide receiver.
Do you think that? Do you think that
they should have put 2 touchdowns on Cleveland without DK?
Right.
He played a horrible game.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did. That's why I said
Aaron Rodgers played like he was afraid to be the one to get the sack record. Yeah. That's what he played like.
That's why, and I hate that narrative. I really do.
Dude, look at the tape. He keeps looking over his shoulder.
He looked over his shoulder the first game.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's constantly.
I think every team do that, bro.
Yeah,
but I kind of feel where you're coming from.
I got a newsflash for you guys. Baltimore's defense is twice as worse than Cleveland's.
I agree. I agree. Last thing, and we'll let you go, Robert.
Baltimore on a pedestal all like that. So, I mean, their defense isn't. I mean, they were getting cooked last week by a backup quarterback.
Yes, they were.
They're not good.
Last thing, and we'll let you go. How are you catching the show today?
I was watching it on YouTube, but then I said, after that last fan called in, I said, I got to call in and rectify this stuff, whoever that guy was. I mean, he was just coming out of left field.
Okay.
That's why I had to call.
Yeah.
I always listen on YouTube. I listen on YouTube.
Excellent. We appreciate that.
Definitely
and throw your comments.
Thanks, man.
Continue. Have you added any comments to the chat? I understand the chat is pretty active.
No, I normally don't. I'm normally busy. I listen while I'm doing things.
Okay, got you.
Like right now, I'm in the gym, so I'm listening while I'm working out. So.
Okay, sounds good. Continue to listen, Robert. We appreciate it.
Definitely. Thank you. Happy New Year to you, bro.
All right. Yep. Happy New Year. Okay.
Okay, Kev.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, oh man, I was just about to get on one too, boy. We were talking about. Anyway, but right before we went to our first break, I had a question. I'm gonna ask you guys. This is something to really think about. Okay, so DK Metcalf, and Kevin, you probably are more aware of what's going on with the $45 million guaranteed money stuff. What's going on with that?
Yeah, they're not going to void it. They want him to be here for the long haul.
Well, we don't know.
What I read.
We don't know. You hear a lot of speculation.
Well, I heard Gary Dulac said that, and he's over there every day.
Yeah.
He's a guy that I trust. Yes, he's a guy that I trust.
He's a good guy.
When it comes to Steeler information, I trust him.
Yeah,
but here's another way to think about it.
He's not always right, but
if
85% of the time,
one of the best information
probably
sources.
like 95.
Exactly.
Probably like 95.
By 95% of the time.
Well, I haven't heard that, but my thing is, So just say,
and I'm getting a little bit of audio. I'm not sure where that's coming from, So if you can make sure you have your audio devices muted.
But anyway, my question is, just hypothetically thinking, because I called it last year. I said he's going to be a Steeler next year, DK Metcalf. I called that.
Right.
But if they did void his money, that guaranteed money, do you think there would be a chance they would get away from him altogether, because now they wouldn't be losing anything? But this year, listen, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Because all they would be losing, because the guaranteed money would be gone. So it would just be contract money. So
the guaranteed money is gone now.
What I'm saying, though, is if they got rid of him, they wouldn't be on the hook for nothing. So now they got all this money now where they can go and, what do you want to call it?
Go shopping.
Go shopping. Exactly.
You want to do that?
No. Here, I'm just saying.
You got to get him a
possibility.
You got to get him a Robin to go with Batman.
I understand that, but I'm saying, there's a reason why Seattle let him go.
So what's your question?
Do you think there's if
all receivers is wild though, man? Except for Larry Fitzgerald, Jerry Rice.
What's your question?
Antonio Brown. But do you think that would be a possibility? Just say, for instance, I'm just hypothetically saying, if they decide to move on from Tomlin and they got a new coach in here, just like Sean Payton did Russell Wilson. If he says, no, it's going to be my show, okay?
I get what you saying.
Now that we don't owe him any guaranteed money, we can just cut him, or we can trade him.
I wouldn't
like that either. But I'm saying,
keep him here.
But now you get back $100 and some million that you can go shopping with now for other receivers.
Right.
That's going to hit the free agency.
I don't like starting over, man. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. And I'm still with DK, man. I'm one of those second chance type of guys, man. He made a mistake, and hopefully it don't hurt us.
So the question is,
I'm with him. I'm riding with him.
Do you believe the Steelers would take that action that you just described?
Right.
My answer is no, not in that fashion. Okay. What I think is possible here with the DK Metcalf contract, and remember, everybody, you heard it first. Okay. There's no guaranteed money, from what I understand, as a result of his actions. So the guaranteed money was automatically voided. Now, that's not saying when he plays he doesn't get paid, because if he plays, he'll play just without no guarantees. No player in the NFL that's worth a lot of value wants to play with no guaranteed money. So DK Metcalf is no different. I think this is more of an opportunity.
But he signed a contract.
Yes. However, your talent provides you leverage. Remember that. Your talent provides you leverage. That's why AB stuck around here as long as he stuck around here, okay? That's why George Pickens is still looked upon as a good asset to have, even though the Steelers didn't want to deal with him, okay? What I see coming down the pipe, I think the number, and I could be wrong, okay, $30 million a year guaranteed for next year. And if you could Google it, JT, because I want to make sure I'm giving the right information. But I think I'm just going to use $30 million. Okay, was guaranteed for next year for DK Metcalf. I think what the Steelers would do is say, look, DK, what you did was horrible. You don't have any guaranteed money now, but we value your services. We think you should have some guaranteed money. So what we're willing to do, we need to rework your contract to present a win-win situation where we could give you some guaranteed money, but where you can help us out where we can lower the contract amount as well, okay? So maybe the Steelers say, we'll guarantee $20 million. Put those same caveats in the contract, so if he does it again, those guarantees go away.
Right.
However, I think the Steelers are in a position where they could lower that contract amount, okay, from a $30 million to maybe a $20 million, and give them guaranteed money. And that's a win-win.
Yeah.
The Steelers saves $10 million, and he gets guaranteed money.
Right.
Because he already lost $550,000.
Right, I'm pretty sure he don't want to lose no more.
What you got, JT?
Oh no, I just got a text on my phone. Big Pooch. That's my sister's nickname.
Okay, got you.
She's chiming in like crazy on because I signed her up for the YouTube channel today, and
excellent.
She's going all in. But thank you, Big Pooch. I love you.
I thought you were looking up the guaranteed money for DK.
Oh, the guaranteed money?
Yeah.
I thought there wasn't none.
No, as far as what was there for next year. I think he signed like a 124 year, 4 year, $120 million or something like that. But since we're talking about it, let's talk about the impact of DK Metcalf.
Okay.
Go ahead.
DK Metcalf signed a 4-year, $132 million extension with the Pittsburgh Steelers in 24, with $60 million guaranteed initially, including a $30 million signing bonus.
Okay,
making him one of the top earners. And then the recent 2-game suspension for the interaction with the fan voided around $45 million in future guarantees, 2026 and 2027 salaries. But it says here the Steelers reportedly, like my man said, decided against this, signaling a long-term commitment to Metcalf and keeping his guarantees intact.
Yeah, I think they'll be adjusted. So we'll see. So
I think there's going to be something in there, a clause like, next time there is no.
Yeah, I think the same clauses will be in there, but I think they will provide him with some guaranteed money, and that contract amount will be reduced to help the Steelers out as well. So I think it'll be a win-win.
Don't act up, or we're going to take the money back up.
And just to go back to what you said, JT, as far as why Seattle got rid of DK Metcalf, who's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
There you go. And he plays for Seattle, right?
Yeah, but still.
So Seattle had the leverage to get rid of DK Metcalf because they already had an up-and-coming number one.
Yeah, but isn't that crazy how Seattle's doing it with one receiver in the...
Well, they got a couple others.
Yeah, they do.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah,
They got Cooper Kupp. Tight end.
Come on, Cooper Kupp.
Tight end. I mean, he's still a good possession receiver. We ain't talking Cooper Kupp to triple crown winner from years ago.
But I'm saying we got a Cooper Kupp on our team. We got. Think about it. We got.
You can't have a Cooper Kupp if you don't have the other pieces.
What I'm saying,
and I think that's what's missing.
What I'm saying is, for what Cooper Kupp has been to the teams that he's been on in the last couple of years, he hasn't really done anything at all. Last year, he did nothing.
He's been a little hurt.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We have a Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
We have a Rashid Shaheed. He's had one game, I think, where he's.
Well, I wish they would step up because they didn't do much of anything last game.
But you got to remember with Jacoby Myers and who was the other one?
Killing down there in Jacksonville.
All right, let's move on.
Wait, hold on. Jacoby Myers and who was the other one? Shaheed.
Yeah.
They left it up to them to pick the team.
Right, Myers didn't want to come here.
All right, let's go. DK Metcalf, the impact on the Pittsburgh Steelers, it was a huge loss, right? We've been already talking about DK Metcalf, but I'm talking about on the field. It was felt. Okay, this last game, I saw the Cleveland Browns defense put more people closer to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
All right. I expect the same thing this week as well. And we haven't
even get Gainwell going because
worried about Myles Garrett.
Rodgers was getting rid of the ball. He was waiting too early for the play to develop.
Myles Garrett got chipped or blocked on 41% of the plays,
and it should have been 95.
Yeah, I don't blame him, though. I don't blame him. I do not blame him.
What's up, man?
Fellas, good show.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for calling.
Who's on the line with us?
Brother Bell.
What's up, Brother Bell?
What's up, man?
How y'all doing, man?
All right.
Y'all had some good points over the last couple of shows. Actually, I listened to you on Sunday a little bit. You guys are hitting stuff right on the head, man. It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just calling in. I hear everybody blasted a couple of people on there, but I think that you got to give some people some leeway, especially the older guys, because they're looking from a historical perspective. They may have a couple of the options a little bit wrong, what they remember and how they remember it. But once you get that at 45, 50, 55 years old, you got a little bit of history to go off of.
Keep going. Keep going with that age.
With me. Hey, like my dad used to say, I forgot more than you know.
No, but what I was calling in for is it's not like we all want the Steelers to win, and we all have some ideas of how and what. But I think it's more or less for me is the historical decision making, And so when there's a couple of decisions that's made in a certain way, when you're coming off of a Super Bowl or AFC championship, you're like, all right, we'll get that together next year. But if I'm not mistaken, and I should have been by my computer, I think since 09, 010, we only have 3 years where we had a playoff win. So
I think it's one win in the last 16 years.
Yeah.
No, I think we have more than one win individual game, but I mean like years. Like I think we won. I know we won in 2010, 09. I don't even know if we made it.
And then we had a bye the 1 year.
Then we had a Super Bowl. Yep.
Yeah, 2016 we got to the AFC Championship.
Right. So since 09, I'm thinking out of the last 15 years we won a playoff game, maybe 3. Those 3 years.
That's what I meant. I meant to say 16 when I said 16.
Yeah, maybe it's 16. So I think you started thinking, okay, well, what were some of the decisions, once you got that way? And I personally think that we just need to update. You can't have old thoughts. And the Steelers used to be innovative like that. If you remember, we were the 4-3, and we had people who could sack the quarterback from all 4 positions. We went to a 3-4 when other teams wasn't even doing a 3-4. We went from a Cordell Stewart to a Neil O'Donnell to a mixture of Ben. We had a pulling center. We were always innovative coming up through the years. And right now, with the NFL rule changes making it all offensive, we got to get innovative with the offense.
I agree.
Last 7 or 8 years with these offensive line coaches, whoever made the decisions with the offensive line coach, whoever it is, that's just a bad decision. These offensive line coaches, I think the players are talented. They're not being taught right, in my opinion. Or something is not right, because you could tell they have the athletic ability, they have the aptitude.
But they're not graduating from the college game to the pro game as far as their skill set.
Broderick might be the only one, and he's even got, athletic skill. But everybody else seemed like they're definitely NFL talented, top. I always judge things as, can the player that I'm looking at start for 14 other teams? I go half the league.
Right.
I like that.
I'd say 3 or 4 of our linemen could definitely start for 14, 15 other teams.
Yep, I agree.
So I'm like, all right, that's a good lineman.
Do you think Troy Fontenot was a waste of an early pick?
Heck no. I like him.
I don't.
He don't never get penalties or nothing.
You don't think
he's a diamond in the rough?
Yeah, he's good.
You think
he's not
good.
a waste too, because he can play more than one position as well.
Yup.
So,
yeah.
That'll help him.
We like those versatile
not only
linemen.
that, let's keep in mind, fellas, with this offensive line, what's going on. You have Broderick Jones, who was on the right side. First year, he's over on the left side. You have Troy Fontenot, who missed all last year. So this is truly his
rookie
first
year.
full year.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that goes back. The way I understand it is, I need an offensive lineman, somebody getting traded, whatever. I send my scouts out. They look at offensive linemen. They talk to the offensive coordinator. They bring it back to the GM or whatever. But that whole process, I mean, we went and got the kid from, I think it was it Oklahoma State? He played right guard 4 years in a row. We moved him to left guard, traded him to the Rams, and now he's an all-pro back at the
You talking about Kevin Dotson?
Kevin Dotson.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Sean McVay turned him into a Pro Bowler.
He did good here. I thought.
Did. I know Tomlin and them didn't believe in him. They didn't think he was good enough for whatever reason, and he flourished.
Out of his position, and
right.
He hated it. He hated that position.
He went out L.A. and he's shining.
Decision making, even, and I'll let you guys go. But even, I was talking to Kev or some of the buddies, and I was like, the Steelers are not going to trade for a wide receiver or try to get a wide receiver before the deadline. They messed up by not getting one last spring or in the summer. But they probably didn't get one because they didn't know what Aaron Rodgers was going to do. Remember, Cam Haywood said, you either going to play with us or not.
Right.
So
no.
Those decisions, the decision making. Yeah, I know that some people get upset because of a loss, but I think it's kind of a built-up thing of what kind. Think of last thing. Let you go. You're going to make your decisions on maybe like a Mike Tyson or a Tiger Woods or something because you have historical proudness to know these dudes put in work. Well, now what we look like we have is we don't have that same. It looked like our decisions over the last 10 or 15 years haven't been working out. And if we go one more year without making the playoffs or winning a playoff game, you're going to have upset callers next year.
Sure. I mean, we're always going to have upset callers unless we go to the AFC Championship.
And we're all Monday morning quarterbacks or Tuesday morning, whatever.
Yeah, but let me get your clarification on what you said about not getting a wide receiver before the trade deadline. You're saying we weren't going to get one?
No, my point was there was no number twos out there that they were going to feel good enough to trade for by the deadline. I think I told you that like 3 months ago or whatever it was.
Yeah.
There's none out there. And I know everybody was saying we need one.
But there was, and they did try to get that number two. But it just didn't pan out.
The thing is, they offered the same thing.
One receiver that went to any team. Name me one that went to any
Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers.
Well, we could listen. Well, here's the thing with those guys, we could have got them, but we offered the same thing as the Raiders and the Saints. So
no, it wasn't the same thing. It was a little different.
It was, but I'm saying if we would have stepped it up a little bit.
You guys believe Jacoby Myers and Rashid are a true number two?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
Jacoby Myers is definitely a number two.
And I also think Rashid Shaheed provides special teams value with the 4.2 speed. He just ran back and kicked.
Regardless of what it was, right? Jacoby Myers is better than every wide receiver we have on this team, with the exception of DK Metcalf. Period.
Jacoby Myers is a beast.
Yeah, he's cooking down Jacksonville, bro. Yeah. You got to tap in.
And let me tell you all something that very rarely comes up. Number one, and I'm going to talk about Mike Tomlin because it's a lightning rod as well. Mike Tomlin is not going anywhere this year unless he decides to walk away. People have to be crazy if they think Mike Tomlin is leaving and the draft is here in Pittsburgh next year. That's just not how the Rooneys operate.
Right.
Okay.
In my opinion, I don't think that he's going to leave. I think that if you're an owner and you're trying to be up to date and you're trying to be something, he's not going to be there 3 more years. So you want to have an offensive coordinator, a coach, or whatever to bring in your new quarterback. Aaron Rodgers ain't there next year, and if they do move up and grab a quarterback, and then the year after Tomlin isn't there, you're starting all over again.
I can see Tomlin leaving. I can see Tomlin leaving after next year.
Right.
But just not this year.
I would say
if he's drafted next year.
Let me ask you this: do you take the best available wide receiver when they pick? Because they're going to have a couple of number 2 picks.
Or do
you take the quarterback in the first round?
Depends on what quarterback's on the board. A lot of these dudes is going back to school, man. Might not be that strong of a
we
draft.
have to take into consideration the Steelers' draft history. The Steelers do a very good job at drafting wide receivers.
Right.
Okay, and I'm not talking about drafting wide receivers. They probably do a better job drafting wide receivers 3 and beyond versus 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I mean, they do a good job with that. It's just what do you want to do? And the money thing, I don't know if the Steelers want to use the money or not, whatever. I know that they're worth like $5 or $6 billion, so I don't think it's necessarily that they broke. It's just that they spend like they broke. But a lot of teams have minority ownership. I mean, Miami has minority ownership, and their owner's worth $10 billion. So I think we got to throw some money out there. We got to get some real players. It's not 1980 anymore, fellas. The way Chicago did it, they did it right. They found one of the brightest minds at offensive coordinator and came in with an offensive game plan with a young quarterback.
Right.
Now, whether it works or not 3 years from now, who knows? But
that's the key.
And nobody can say what's going to work in 3 years. The Rams look like they did.
It worked this year. It worked this year.
Jacksonville, right?
You got to get with the times, man. Definitely, I agree.
The
right.
Patriots.
NFL is offensive. You got to go offense. Spent all that money on defense.
And I think the Steelers are moving that way a little bit anyway.
Yeah, I kind of see
with
a
Omar
trend.
Khan, some of the free agents.
Yeah, but they got to turn it up, though. They got to step it up. They got to step it as we see.
Definitely got to step it up as far as the, just getting into the new. Because what are they doing right now, man? You throw the ball up for grabs, they call it pass interference, and you got the ball another 4 downs. It's all offensive now. And so you have to have your linemen learn how to block, have offensive-minded. I don't think it's all Tomlin. He just, he gets offensive coordinators in there, but it seems like he gets the old school type guys. We're going to bully some people and rough them up. That don't work. It don't work.
Well, hey, I tell you what, it needs to work this week against Baltimore because that's what Baltimore plans to do. It's all about King Henry. So,
and it ain't really working for them. I mean, they got a worse record than us. Yeah, I mean,
as of today. So, what are your thoughts on this Sunday? And we'll let you go.
Man, I'm going with my boys. I'm going with the Steelers.
Okay. Okay.
Put everybody on the line to tackle Henry. Hopefully, Joey Porter don't give up a couple of pass interferences and get him close to the goal line. I mean, that's what I'm hoping, because the quarterback ain't gonna pick you apart. He's just gonna throw it up for grabs.
You mentioned Joey Porter Jr. He plays bad. Yeah. This is my take. He plays bad against Cincinnati. He plays good against Baltimore. That's my take.
Well, I mean, he plays bad a lot of games.
He's pretty good at Detroit.
You're right. He doesn't play bad. He just has a lot of interferences that, and probably even more than could be called. If we stack the line, they're going to throw it up for grabs on him and hope for the interference. He cannot let King Henry get first down inside the 10.
Yeah,
right.
He can't. That's the game plan.
Yeah.
But great calls, guys. Like I said, we got to think being future and historical. Like I said, Sunday when you guys were on, you had some great comments on there. I listened to it. Kev, great show as always, man. Hope everything goes well.
All right.
Get in this car, and I'll talk to you guys and listen to you on the way home.
All right. Appreciate it, Bill.
Appreciate you, Bill.
All right.
Okay, later. Okay, the phone line is on fire today, fellas. That's what we like. That's what we like.
They really want to call in and comment on my slippers and my pajamas. I know what's up.
Yeah, well, maybe some of the people tuned in late, JT. You might want to stand up and show everybody else in case they were late and let them know why you are like you are, like you're like you're in a cabin somewhere.
You're tired of the nonsense. See? I
didn't say step on the furniture.
Hey man, look, I took my shoes off at the door and I put my slippers on.
Man, oh
my
man.
mama taught me better than that,
man, oh man. I know she did. Our parents teach us well. The thing about it is, will we do what they asked us to do? That's the thing. Am I right, Keith?
Yes, sir.
All right, so where are we? The missed opportunities by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So what we need to do, these phone calls have been great. We're going to get caught up exactly when we come back from break. We will get into the last series of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll talk about what went down. I think, JT, you mentioned it. I mentioned it as well. There were some open receivers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I put this loss on Aaron Rodgers, as I said on Sunday night after the game. He wasn't good. He wasn't good, and hopefully he'll be able to bounce back on Sunday. Anything in the chat as I bring up the
all kind
next
of stuff
break?
going on in that chat.
Anything worth mentioning?
No, but somebody sent me a text message that said, "Ha, Devin Bush got the last laugh."
Oh, man.
So
it
took him 4 years?
Yeah, but I'm saying.
It took him 90 years to develop.
I'm just saying, somebody sent it to me, and I sent something back that didn't.
Yeah, I thought that was a sucker move he did at the end of the game anyway.
It was a real sucker move.
I thought that was a sucker move
Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll get to all of our topics that we need to get to coming up. Yeah, let me just let everyone know what we will get to. Like I said, we'll get into the last series that the Pittsburgh Steelers had and talk about the missed opportunities. We'll talk about the Pens. The Pens have a game going on right now. We'll also talk about Myles Garrett. Was that the right game plan that the Steelers used to stop Myles Garrett? And we'll also preview Ravens versus Steelers coming up, college football playoffs, and the NBA update. We'll get to all of this before we end the show. So we'll go ahead and take our second break of the day?
Yes, our 7 o'clock time frame.
A little late, but hey, here it is.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm, providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat by Niche experience? Beat by Niche is one of the top makeup artists in the city of Pittsburgh. She's touched the face of Cardi B, Love and Hip Hop personalities, and various Steeler wives. If you have not sat in her chair, what are you waiting for? Visit beatbyniche.com to schedule your special makeover for all occasions: weddings, graduations, proms, photo ops, and more. Visit beatbyniche.com and experience the touch of excellence.
All right, we are back. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. My name is Kevin Cameron, sitting in the studio with my guys, Keith Platt.
Oh, yeah.
As well as JT James Taylor, the one that says he is tired of what is going on with this Pittsburgh Steelers football team.
No, not the football team, the offense.
The offense.
I'm happy with the defense. I really am. It's this offense because look, if you continuously get 3 and outs, right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
Your defense is not getting no rest.
Exactly.
And for them to play for as many 3 and outs as we had, play the way at the level they played. But if we can get an offense that could just extend drives and keep their defense on the field.
Right. Yeah, they make them tired. I'm hoping that blueprint comes into effect Sunday night on NBC.
So we will see. So I'm going to cue up, like I said, fellas, the last series for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the Steelers had the ball back after a minute and 40 seconds. So let me see if I could get it around that time frame. And the thing about it, and I said this before with Mike Tomlin, okay? If Mike Tomlin makes a time management blunder, you'll hear about it, right? When he does a good job, you don't hear about it. I thought his time management was excellent.
Yeah, I did
on
too.
Sunday.
I thought so too.
Yeah, he gave the Steelers multiple opportunities.
Nobody's bringing that up.
To score a touchdown. No one's bringing it up, right?
Yeah.
But if he would have messed it up,
oh man, he does it all the time. Coward would have did this, and man,
exactly.
Please.
So let me see. Like I said, if I could go ahead and bring up this last series, the Steelers actually got the ball back after, I think it was a field goal.
Yeah, the last field goal.
It was a field goal by Cleveland. So the score at this particular time was 17. No, 13.
It was 10. It was 13-6.
13-6, and the Steelers get the ball back with a minute and 40 seconds left in the game. So let's go ahead and put this on the screen for the people that are on YouTube. If you're on the radio stream, don't worry about it because we'll narrate this thing as we go through it. So let me get the screen up for the fellas too.
And while he's doing that, what would you go after in the first round and second round? What order? What would you take the best receiver available? Because you know there's going to be quarterbacks available
right now. As of today, yes. I'm taking the best wide receiver available.
Yeah, if it's a franchise quarterback, I'll have to go with the quarterback.
I will have to go with the quarterback, but
come on, man.
My receivers, I need some receivers like ASAP.
How many franchise quarterbacks really turn out to be franchise quarterbacks though? For real.
Well, I have to qualify it, man.
Right, I'm just saying. Ryan Leaf was a franchise quarterback. Listen. He was a franchise quarterback, right? Yeah. When he came out, Texas.
Well, that's my answer.
Who? Vince Young.
Vince Young was a franchise quarterback.
That's my answer.
So was Andre Weir.
All of them.
Yeah. So
until you get out there and play in the speed,
that's the same.
Game,
you can say the same thing with the wide receiver. Yeah. You just got done talking about Chase Claypool,
right?
During the break,
exactly.
And look at what happened with him.
Who knows where he?
Even if you go back to,
he could not handle the NFL.
Even if we go back to what was his name, Marcus Wheaton.
Marcus Wheaton was all right.
He was all right.
I would go more Lavin Sweet.
Lavin Sweet.
Yeah, I would go more Lavin Sweet.
Both of them.
Dude was soft as butter.
Wheaton was okay, but he could have been better.
If you ask me. All right, so here we go. This is the Steelers' last series against the Browns. And let's talk about it as we watch it, fellas.
And that just gets to the 15. 33 yards.
Well, we're going to watch the field goal that we talked about.
Is good. Hail Mary Ortis. They said it. Rodgers has the most in history.
And we missed 2 field goals.
Something like that. Kick goes to the back of the end zone.
We missed one.
Chance it will. Not a 30-yard play.
One.
On first down.
So first play, he goes to Scotty Miller.
That was a good play.
All right.
Middle of the field.
Middle of the field, 50-yard line. The next play is coming up.
Here he goes on first down.
He goes to Miller again. Incomplete pass, though.
Right. Not get the second foot down.
Okay, next play is coming up here.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, as you heard. Across the middle. Pat Freiermuth finally came off the milk carton.
Where was it at? The middle of the field.
Middle of the field.
It hurt just watching this, man.
Again, Pat Freiermuth pass, gets it down to like the 9.
Should have kept going to him.
Exactly.
Now here's what the nonsense.
First and goal from the 9, or I think it was the 9, 10.
And the pass is caught.
Adam Thielen.
2nd and goal now. Here we go. 3 straight times to
now look at it.
Valdes-Scantling.
Right here in the middle of the field.
Here's Rodgers to the end zone, and it's
okay.
incomplete.
I don't think anybody else was open on this one. On that one. 3rd down. Right in the middle. If you all saw that. Now let me see if I can go back here.
Run back 10 seconds.
Okay, watch him right here.
Yeah.
Right there. You see him? Bottom of the screen.
Adam Thielen.
That should have been a back shoulder throw to Valdes-Scantling.
Now watch Pat Freiermuth at the top of your screen in the slot. Right there.
Interference all wait.
Yeah.
But let's go back. Watch Pat Freiermuth.
Pat again. Let me see that.
We'll have the victory.
Let's go back.
And we'll head the week into the end zone.
Watch Pat Freiermuth. He's the inside receiver in the trips formation on the right side. Here it goes right here. Watch him. Right there. You see Pat Frymouth?
It's dark. It's dark.
Not only, let me go back again. Let me go back again. Not only.
We'll have the victory.
All right, just
and we'll
I'm off the dark stuff.
I'm going to try to go back. I'm going to try to pause it too. Look at my man down here, Gainwell too. Okay,
then he was open.
Look at Gainwell. And I can't do anything about the darkness, JT. I understand what you're saying, but look at Gainwell right here. I'm going to try to pause it.
With it.
3 on the play clock. Rodgers out of the cut.
Look, right there. Look at Gainwell.
But that's 4th down. There's 2.
No, he's wide. I'm going to run it. Keep watching him. Right here, everybody. Gainwell wide open. Watch him. I'm stuck.
Well, he already.
He was wide. He would have walked right in here in the end zone.
And he's savvy enough that he will find a way to get in the end zone.
He would have got in there.
Yeah.
Now running back to where's
Frymouth's right there. He's open. He ran
Frymouth is right here.
Ran like an inside post.
Frymouth is right there. You want me to run it?
Yeah, run it back so I can.
But the camera's going to shift. The camera's going to
just go back a little bit. And then as soon as it gets to him.
See him?
All he had to do was lead him.
Go to the D of the Cleveland. Go to this
He's
D.
on his backside. I mean,
Go to the D in Cleveland. What's his name? Valdez Scantling already has his guy clear.
Against the best defender on their team as far as corner.
Pat Frymouth would have caught that ball. So he had 2 options on that play.
He had the sav. That's 6'5" going against what? 5'11"?
Right.
If he don't get the touchdown, he's getting an interference call because he's going to have to drag him down.
So that's why I blame Aaron Rodgers. And we only showed a few plays, right? We only showed a few plays. It was just total mismanagement. He went 3 straight times to Valdez Scantling.
Right. I didn't like that at all.
And I think
he called him lava bean.
So again, the Steelers put themselves in a horrible situation. Now they're fighting for their lives to try to get into the playoffs. And I don't want to hear this mess where people, and I've heard a number of the Steelers say it, this is a playoff game. I think even Cam Hayward said it after the game. No, it's not a playoff game.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Come on,
no, it's not. No, it's not.
I get what you're saying, and I get what he's saying.
No, you know why it's not a playoff game? Because you earn playoffs. You earn your right.
You earn yourself in a position.
It's an elimination game.
Yeah, but it has a playoff atmosphere. Let's put it that way. How's that?
Maybe, but it's not a playoff game because you earn your team. Your team has to earn the playoffs. You have to earn to get in there.
Well, I think we've earned it. I mean, we beat some pretty good teams this year. New England, Detroit. I mean, we beat some decent teams. But you got
to earn that to be a part of that 7 group to get into the playoffs is what I'm saying.
Dude, how many years did we own Cleveland both meetings of the year? We haven't won there in 5 attempts now.
Yeah, Ben was the last one that went up there, man.
Yeah, at least
should have won that snow game last year, but that's another story.
Regular season games, and then we had lost the playoff game to them when they came out and just dismantled us.
Yeah, that COVID year that was here.
So let's go to Myles Garrett. Okay, was the Myles Garrett game plan wrong? Because I got tired of hearing the narrative that the Steelers, and I heard it in the press box during the game too. Guys were behind me for Cleveland. They were driving me crazy, talking about the Steelers are more worried about Myles Garrett not getting the sack record versus trying to win the game.
Actually, I start this off, man.
Go ahead.
My thing is this. Myles Garrett, bro, it's not supposed to be easy. We're not just going to lay down and let you get the sack. Like, you're not going to wreck the game so the Cleveland crowd can get into the game. And it reminds me of something 2 years ago, man. I went down to Atlanta, Georgia to watch the Steelers play the Falcons. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Yeah, Justin Fields was the quarterback. Just hear me out. So I remember at the end of the game, they asked Mike Tomlin at the press conference. They said, Tomlin, how come you didn't have Fields throw in the middle of the field? You know what Tomlin said? He said, they got Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons at safety. If you know football, those dudes are interception guys. Why wouldn't we throw the ball in the middle of the field so they can wreck the game and get the whole Atlanta crowd going crazy? No. It's called coaching. It's not going to be easy, Myles Garrett. We're not just laying down and letting you do that. Go to Cincinnati and try it on Joe Burrow, man. Good luck. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard to get the record, and quit whining, man.
Yeah, but one thing I've seen throughout the game, is Aaron Rodgers had some concern about that. And I'm going to tell you why.
Of course.
Because think of the number of screen passes that were the timing, because he always, for some reason during this game, he had that little, every once in a while, that little nudge, look behind him, screwed up his timing. Because he was worried about
his
backside.
It was messing with his conscience.
Yes, if you watch the film, a lot of times
you're echoing because you're too far from the mic.
I'm sorry. A lot of times when he was going back to pass, he was giving that one little quick look just to make sure, which threw off the time.
Kind of hurt us a little bit, but it's the same game plan. But every team is not letting Myles Garrett wreck the game. It is what it is, man. And him crying about it, he sounded like a sucker.
But you know what? You know why I got screwed up though? But think about it. When we were throwing that screen pass, that little look, and when he threw the screen pass, they were waiting right there for it.
Right.
Their defense was waiting right there for it. We couldn't get the screen pass. Nope. The best thing would have did.
Why not run some draws?
Or roll away from Myles Garrett.
Yeah, quarterback waggles or something.
And then let Gainwell get past the linebacker.
The bottom line is, neither one of you believe that the Steelers did anything wrong with their game plan against Myles Garrett.
No, it's not supposed to be easy, Kevin. It's
I agree.
Not supposed to be easy.
I agree.
It's going to be hard, bro. You better hope you get it in Cincinnati. If not, good luck, man.
And you said it. I agree, and I think Keith agrees. That one falls on Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
That whole loss falls on Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry.
Hey, also, kudos to the Steelers O-line, man, for not being part of history, man. Great job, y'all. Way to block him and chipping by Gainwell and Freiermuth, who mostly had to do all that most of the game, man.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not naive, right? No one wants that record
exactly.
on them.
Right.
Okay, I'm sure Aaron Rodgers didn't want to make history like that.
He wasn't going to make it
I'm
easy.
sure the Steelers didn't want to make history like that.
Right.
Okay. But record or not, I believe they would have had the same game plan. He's a game record.
Well, he didn't have a sack the way we played him before. He didn't have a sack.
They had the same game plan if you played Vegas and it was Max Crosby on the other side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's for any dominant
player. You played the same defense.
Khalil Mack, whoever. You're not messing the game up. It is what it is.
So let's switch subjects real quick.
How many points did we score against Cleveland the first time we played them?
23, I think. I think it was 23-9.
Okay.
That's off the top of my head, so. But we'll validate it if you can.
We're good.
All right. So let's switch subjects real quick. Let's talk about our Pittsburgh Penguins. The Pittsburgh Penguins
playing tonight.
Playing tonight against the Hurricanes. Ken Craig, who's normally here, is not here today because he's down there covering the game. So everyone, please take the opportunity to go back out there on YouTube after the game and get the post-game information from Ken. He does a great job posting all the interviews and other information. Also, the Pens made a big trade yesterday. They traded for forward Yegor Chinakhov. Okay. And there were some other players involved. I think the Steelers. I think the Pirates gave. Man, I went Steelers, Pirates, Penguins. I'll get the right.
You butchered them.
the right protein. But they gave up a couple draft picks to bring this particular person in, as well as they gave up a player as well. So the Pens won on Sunday as well versus the Blackhawks.
Yeah. Penguins 7th in the Metropolitan Division. They're 16-12-9. I know Sid Crosby, he ranks 10th in goals with 20.
I think we're third.
Old Hall of Fame veteran still getting it done, man, at a high level.
And I think we were, third in points? I think we're third in our division in points.
Yeah, something like that.
No. I have it right here. We're next to the last in points. We have 41 points, and Columbus Blue Jackets are last with 40. So, yeah, we're next to last in the Metropolitan Division.
But the promising thing about all these losses, though, most of them have been by, one goal.
How's that promising?
Because they're not by 4 or 5 goals.
They're in the game.
It's a lot.
Last year, I get what you're saying.
Last year, we were getting our wig split. The game was over in the first period. But nowadays, they're losing. In Ken, our Penguin correspondent down there at this PPG Arena, He'll tell you. I mean, like, a lot of these losses are coming in the we're up 2 and 3 goals.
Guess what? It's going to be crazy when I say this, but it ain't going to matter because nobody's going to beat the Colorado Avalanche. They're 29-2. Who could stop Nathan McKinnon? Who could stop Brent Burns and the Avalanche crew, man?
Okay.
The Colorado
you like
Avalanche.
Colorado.
They 29-2 in 31 games, man. This going to translate to the postseason.
I've seen it before where... teams were rolling, couldn't get it done in the post.
I've seen the Canadians do it before.
In the post game, I mean, in the
Colorado's
playoffs,
arrow is pointing up right now, man. Them dudes they're awesome right now.
Okay. You got anything else? NHL?
That's pretty much it, man. Like I said, Sid Crosby, he ranks 10th in goals right now. The old veteran, man, still getting it done. What's Sidney Crosby, 38 years old, man, still playing at a high level.
I think so.
Basically like the Kevin Durant or LeBron of hockey, man.
Got you.
Hopefully we get in the playoffs and make some noise.
I doubt it, but
I know,
it would be nice. It would be nice.
Wishful
All
thinking.
right, college football. That starts up this week. Let's hit that up. And this, I'm talking about the quarter finals.
Right.
The first game that I would like to talk about, we'll go down to the All-State Sugar Bowl. And this is a January 1st game at 8 p.m. And the running back, Lacey, is probable for this game, and he's actually dealing with a shoulder issue. And this dude is pretty good. He has 21 rushing TDs, which is second in the FBS. Mm-hmm. And also for Georgia, and let me go back to Lacey, second in the SEC in rushing.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm familiar with the kid.
Okay, 1,366 rushing yards. So hopefully he'll be able to play in this game. This is a rematch from an earlier game.
Right.
So October 11th, Georgia won the game 43-35 in Georgia. Any other comments on that game?
I think Georgia walks away and they win this one again. I think it'll be close, but I think Georgia, to me, they're probably they got the most NFL talent out of all these teams left, and I think it shows up January 1st against Ole Miss.
All right. Okay, so moving on in the same bracket.
Hey, Kev, I wanted to correct you anyway.
Okay.
Because last week you and Ken tried to make me sound like a fool.
All right.
There are players opting out of this college football playoff. There are a number of players. So remember I said last week?
I do.
Same.
I do.
There's a number of players opting out of this college football.
Like who?
But look, let me ask you this.
Who are they? Because I've never heard of them opting out. Not from the playoffs.
Listen. I'm not going to name them all, but I'm just going to tell you, if you Google it, you will see. But here's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Say you're predicted to be the number 1 pick overall.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Are you playing in the college football championship? Now remember,
Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter did. I'm playing in it.
Definitely.
For what?
For what? Because I'm just a football lover.
You already got your NIL money.
I love football.
I understand.
That's just me.
Yeah, I understand that. But if you're predicted to be the number 1 pick overall, why look at Willis McGahee.
Yeah, why
perfect
take that
example.
Risk? Yeah, you got to take out that insurance policy.
Risk? Yeah, but come on.
Yeah, but the point that
Kev, I'm telling you right now, if I'm a projected first round,
we playing for the national title. I'm playing, man. I'm sorry,
but you got to play 3 games before the national. Are you playing?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
look at Fernando Mendoza,
and we've all said that, Keith, with the exception of JT.
Right,
that's why he brought it up again. I don't hear players opting out of playoff games.
They are. Just I want you to Google it. That's your homework assignment for the night.
You need to bring it to me, because if you're trying to prove a point to me, you have to show me where you're right.
I'm looking at it right now, but I don't want to. I just wanted to make that point to you because I don't want to get off. I don't want to get off the what's that thing you call the
topic?
Off topics.
All right. Miami at Ohio State. Who you like?
I like Ohio State. I think that Miami defense is pretty good, but I just think Julius Sand and Jeremiah Smith, they're going to be too much for Miami.
And this is a New Year's Eve game at 7:30.
Tomorrow.
Can I say this too? You got to remember how many high-powered teams, like say from the ACC or any conferences, play teams they've never seen before and get smoked. So This college playoff can go anyway.
Yeah.
Think about it. It can go anyway. I've seen teams go in there that were ranked.
Sure it could.
That were ranked high.
Sure it could.
In bowl games and get lambasted. So I'm
sticking with my 3 picks, man. I think Ohio State, Oregon, or Indiana.
Hold on. Let's go through the game. Let's go through the game.
All right.
Are you coming to me now with the pick?
Alabama. I like Miami. I'm calling for the upset over Ohio State.
Okay. Where's the game at?
It's the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Where's Cotton Bowl at? Is that Texas?
Texas.
I think that's Texas.
All right. The Rose Bowl. We have, this is New Year's Day. This is a 4 p.m. game. Alabama at Indiana.
I got Indiana.
With the Heisman Trophy winner, right?
Yeah.
The quarterback. What's his name again?
Fernando Mendoza.
Okay. Over Alabama.
Hey, you ain't hear from me, but I think that's why you got the. I think that's why you got the last name had something to do with it. And Mendoza brought us mind what he was talking
about.
Okay.
But I like what you said though. That's one thing I will agree with you on this one.
What's that?
Miami.
Okay.
I like Miami myself.
Got you. Cool.
I think Miami is too athletic for Ohio
Miami
State.
has a good squad.
They do.
They have a good squad.
Very fast defense.
Texas Tech. I understand they have a real nice defense. Fellas.
Yeah, but Oregon.
Yeah, they got a linebacker named Rodriguez. He's going to be a highly touted NFL prospect.
Against Oregon, and I say Oregon.
I like Oregon.
It's New Year's Day. It's 12 p.m.
I've been going back and forth with this game. When I go bet, I'm going to bet on both teams. But if I had to pick, I'm sticking with Dan Lanning and Oregon. I think the speed is going to prevail in a close one.
You like Oregon?
Oregon, yes, sir. I like Oregon by 3.
I like the Ducks.
You like
myself,
Oregon?
yes.
I think I like them as well. So, all right. Those are the quarterfinals. The semifinals will be the following week, January 8th and January 9th. And then the championship will be January 19th.
Who do you? I didn't hear. Did you guys say something about Ole Miss and Georgia?
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, we did. That was the first game we went over.
They're coaching.
Who? Mark Richt?
The coach for Ole Miss.
Lane Kiffin. No, I forgot who took over the job.
You know what? Let me squeeze this in.
I'm going with Georgia.
While we're changing topics, and then we're going to have to take a quick break as well. Tiger Woods, we mentioned earlier.
He turned 50. Well, we didn't talk about it.
He turned 50 years old.
And he's eligible for the Champions Tour now.
Today. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Beat up on a bunch of old men like Cav.
Hey, I wish I could get out there.
Wait a minute. I could be on the Champions Tour too. I'm 57.
You could if you're good enough. You have to be good enough.
I can putt. I'll putt.
The putt tour, huh?
Hey, it's Kev, you got to admit, it's hard putting it all together at one time, all the time. So
okay, now he hasn't made it official if he'll play in the Senior PGA Tour yet. Now, one good thing about playing on the Senior PGA Tour, what does it allow you to do, JT?
Take your medicine.
It allows you to drive your cart.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah. So Tiger.
Well, I don't know if they're ready for Tiger. He's allowed to take a cart. He can change that. He can change the Senior Tour as well, because that's what it used to be called, the Senior PGA.
Yeah. I just hope Tiger gets healthy enough where
he can just play.
He can enjoy the game.
Well, you know where they used to play at, Kev, here in Pittsburgh. You know where the Senior PGA used to come?
We're in Oakmont.
South Point.
Nope.
No?
Oakmont.
I mean, that we're allowed to play.
Oakmont?
Where?
Out there in McDonald, PA.
Quicksilver. Okay. Got you.
That was part of the PGA. That was part of the Senior PGA stop. You ever notice the walking things from like the 10th tee? You can see where they walk, and yeah, that's all from the Senior PGA.
Got it. All right, what we're gonna do, fellas? We have like 22 minutes left. It's 7:38. We're gonna blow past this last break so we can make sure we get all the topics in that we need to talk about. Keith, let's go to the NBA.
Oh yeah,
let's talk some basketball, man.
So what your boys?
Everyone should know it was a scare with the Denver team last night.
Jokic.
Nikola Jokic actually injured his knee. Hyperextended his knee.
Yeah,
I guess the MRI.
Weeks. Yeah, he's out 4 weeks.
He's out 4 weeks.
Major
a lot
blow
of games.
for Denver. Major blow.
A lot of games.
So right now, Denver is 22-10. However, that's good news, though, fellas. Right? That's good news.
Wow.
Basketball is a long season. I mean, it could have been for the whole year.
Right.
It was
He could have
fear.
been a Wigmignana with the clot.
It was fear that it was a serious injury. So.
Oh, I agree. I got a question because you're the basketball guy, right?
Okay.
Man, and I don't watch. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really got away from the NBA once Jordan left the game because guys don't play for the love of the game.
You're
for
right.
real, for
I
real
agree,
anymore.
man. I totally agree.
But what's going on with your boy Zion Williamson? I mean, I don't follow him that much, but every time I see him, he's sitting on a bench.
Yeah, he's hurt, man, always. And you know what? He came into camp in excellent, tremendous condition this year, and he still got the injury bug, man. He heard he's cut back on his dad. No more pizza and Pepsi. No more donuts after midnight. So I don't know, man. Zion, he's just one of them dudes. He just been having bad luck, man. He can't never stay on the floor for long periods of time, man.
Like
he played 10 games, then he get hurt.
Greg Odom.
Yeah, man. I'm praying for Zion because I like him, man. When he's out there, he definitely brings it, man.
What else you got in the NBA? You got some stuff over there?
Yeah, man.
All right.
OKC. They have kryptonite, the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
They're 0-3 against the Spurs this season. The Spurs, man, I think they got the blueprint to beat them. Dominant defensively, physical, they force turnovers, they're pretty efficient offensively, and they're very athletic with players like Stefan Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson. They can match up athletically with OKC and that deep OKC bench, man.
And last time they played them, they didn't even have the Greek Wigmignana, did they?
They had him in the last game.
So is it a concern with them repeating? OKC?
I still will take OKC in 7, but I think this is a wake-up call for OKC.
But this gives OKC a chance to get San Antonio's number 2.
Right, yeah. It's going to be kind of
a long season,
though, man. Right now, I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs, but it's a long season. They still got ways, but like I said, man, the Spurs got the blueprint, man. They got a lot of bodies on that team, man. A lot of athletic wing guys, man. I didn't even mention Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Shohan, the Spurs quiet Dennis Rodman. He's not even near yet. So the Spurs, they got some players, man, and they could throw all those dudes at OKC, man. Also, too, Kev, in the NBA, how about Cooper Flag, guys?
Oh, man.
He's been on a tear lately, currently averaging 19.6 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 49% from the floor. He's increased his scoring average every month, Kev. Listen to this, bro. 13 points a game in October, 17 points a game in November, 24 points per game in December. Okay. Flag's last 10 games, 24 points a game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. This dude is starting to impact games. He's setting records, proving his amazing potential in his first few months as an NBA player, and he's becoming a dominant force fast, man. Cooper Flag, definitely.
Now, there's more to the story, right? Dallas, they're still losing. They're 12-22.
Right.
However, when is Tyree Irving expected to come back?
Supposed to be sometime in January, late January, early February. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, so right now they're
that's from last season's injury, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So right now they're sitting like 12 in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
When Kyrie Irving comes back, maybe they can slide in and get into that play-in
That
group.
is one problem I would love to have going into February. I'll tell you right now, because the way Kyrie pushes the rock, I mean, and you have Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis was hurt as
he's
well.
Always hurt. That's the same story.
Yeah.
You know what's
but
crazy, guys, though?
He's not hurt as much for lengths of time, though.
Right. But it's always something with him, man.
Is he playing now?
No, he's hurt. He has a groin injury.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, though? You talked about Kyrie. I actually think by Kyrie being hurt this year, it was a blessing in disguise for Cooper Flag. Because remember, when they started the season, Jason Kidd had Cooper Flag playing point guard. Right. So now he's back playing small forward, his natural position, and he sees what it's like being the main ball handler. So I think now the game is slowing down for him. He's seeing the court better. He's playing defense at a high level. And yeah, they got something in Cooper Flag. Man. They got something.
Carolina Hurricanes down 2-0 to the Penguins right now.
Nice. What period?
Sorry about that.
What period?
Second period.
Okay. What else
Sorry
you
about
got?
that. I mean, I just seen it. So, but I heard somebody. So since you watch NBA basketball,
yes, sir.
That's your thing. Give me somebody that you would say Cooper Flagg most. Because I'm going to tell you somebody.
And we got to fly by this, guys.
I know. I'm just saying who this that you most see in Cooper Flagg.
Before the season started, man, I told people it was a cross between Mike Dunleavy and Tom Gugliotta. Now I'm starting to see, like people said, Jason Tatum. I'm kind of seeing the comparison, man. But I still think he has some Tom Gugliotta in him, though. Like, and don't sleep. Gugliotta was nice, man. He just was hurt. He was nice for NC State and for Minnesota, Phoenix. He was a good, solid NBA player. So don't get it twisted, y'all.
I just heard somebody told me that this dude Cooper Flagg, I've checked him out, is Dallas's version of Penny Hardaway.
All right. Also, Kristaps Porzingis to return on Wednesday.
He's another one always hurt, Kev.
Atlanta. He's coming off of a 10-game absence. So Atlanta plays Minnesota on Wednesday. And what about Detroit, man? Detroit is balling. They're 24.
They play my Lakers tonight.
Yeah, they're 24-8. I'm glad you mentioned that too.
Okay, Cunningham.
What's coming up tonight? Actually, Philadelphia is at Memphis at 8 o'clock. We have Boston at Utah at 9. Detroit at the LA Lakers, JT's team, at 10:30 p.m. And Sacramento
like crazy
at LA 11 p.m. Yeah, let's
hey, Kev,
spend a minute.
Somebody just sent in our text. Just want to share this with you. Real quick. They say, our Pittsburgh Steelers Caleb Johnson opted out of those playoffs last year.
Oh yeah,
interesting. Okay,
yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But good.
All right. So the Lakers. 1 minute on the Lakers.
Okay. All right. 59 seconds. You're up.
The head coach.
JJ.
What's his name?
Redick.
JJ. Yeah. JJ.
Played for the Magic.
Yeah.
Duke.
He's been pretty vociferous over the last week.
Definitely.
Pretty much slamming his team.
Yeah,
trying to get them together.
Right.
Right now, the Lakers now understand they can play good defense. Okay. So right now, the Lakers are 20-10. They're still in a good position.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Right. They're number 5 in the Western Conference.
Right. Yeah, you're in a good position to play the number 2 seed.
However, to be honest with you, they were playing better ball without LeBron.
Yeah. I think they got a better plus minus rate when he's not on the floor, which I think is wild. But he's 40, man. I mean, it happens.
I've been saying it for years. LeBron is in it for LeBron. He does not make that team better. And I have said this for few years? Because that interleague championship, whatever they got, or that COVID.
Well, don't say that ain't count. Don't tell me that, JT.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Oh, my goodness.
No.
The bubble counted.
Sorry.
The bubble counted.
They all voted on it. They voted to play. And that's what it is, man. We all knew what it was, JT.
Yeah, but still.
Don't do that, bro.
You know as well as I know. Come on, man. Their teams didn't even get enough time to really.
It was actually easier in the bubble, though, because you didn't have to travel.
But what I'm saying, though, is how many games did they play as opposed to what they play now?
But we all play by the same rules.
We all knew the circumstances,
Kev, come on,
JT.
Kev.
They should have voted no. If they didn't want to play, they would have voted
you know what?
no.
So because they would have lost their money.
Not necessarily.
Yes, they would have.
Somewhat. I'm pretty sure them guys had ways to make money, though.
No. Come on. Let's come on now. If anybody disagrees with me, the only reason why they voted. Okay. Every last one of them superstars would have been missing out on millions.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this then. So you said that the bubble don't count. Did it count in 1999 when it was the strike season, when the Knicks was the 8th seed and they had to play the Spurs? It was only, 54 games or something like that?
Like I said.
Did that count?
To me, like I said, that's not a full season to me.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
But you knew the circumstance. It was collective bargaining agreement issues. I mean, it happens, man. It's life.
I understand.
It's life, man. Nobody ever said it was fear.
I understand that. You can tell me anything you want to, but like I said, to me, it was just a tarnished season. And the only reason why they voted, they put their self in harm's way. And I don't give a rat's, you know what anybody says, they put their self and their families in harm's way during COVID. Just because they only voted because they didn't lose millions that year.
But they still won, JT.
There was rookies that year when they had no money.
I thought it was a unique situation, and the Lakers won it, and you can't take it away from them.
So this is what we'll do. Let me make sure.
Sorry, Ricky, I don't agree with you.
We touch. What did Ricky say?
The bubble championship counted, JT. I know it counted on paper, but me as well as a ton of other people on this earth knew that it was a tarnished
about
season.
80 debates with people about this, man. Yeah,
if you don't think they voted to play just because of the money, then something's wrong. They did not play because they didn't want to put themselves in harm's way of dying off of some pandemic because I just want to win. I want to win the bubble.
So check this out, fellas. Let's talk Pitt basketball. Pitt.
Okay. They play Miami.
They're playing Miami right now?
Yeah, right now.
And the score is 40-27 in the first half. So there's
Pitt's
about
losing. Let me guess.
No, Pitt is winning.
Great.
Pitt is winning.
Guys,
and they're playing at Miami.
So Pitt men's basketball is playing better ball right now.
Yeah,
they
7-6.
They have a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah, we destroyed Penn State the other day.
Yeah,
destroyed them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to give you another quick update.
Okay.
Pittsburgh Penguins 3-0 going into the second period.
That's great, man.
Excellent.
That's great.
Ken said it though. Ken said it though, where they lose it after they get these big leads. So let's just hope they stay focused and keep playing
4-3 in the shootout in overtime.
All right, so hopefully Pitt men's basketball could pull out a win tonight.
Yeah,
Their next game is Saturday, January 10th.
Against Syracuse, right?
At noon against Clemson.
Okay. I know it's an orange team.
I've been out of pocket for a little bit with Pitt men's basketball, so hopefully I'll be able to get over to the Pete on Saturday.
And also, Kev, before you switch gears, this is the ACC conference now, so you're going to get Pitt playing Syracuse and Clemson and Miami, North Carolina, and we're going to really see how good they are now because conference play is underway. Let's go, Panthers. H2P, hell to Pitt.
Excellent. Let me make sure we covered everything before we get back to the NFL. Let's talk about a subject or situation in the NFL that's not a pretty situation with Buffalo, with Stefan Diggs.
You mean New England? Yeah.
He played for Buffalo
formerly
previously.
A Buffalo. I know what you were saying.
A Buffalo, yeah. So with
and
New
Houston.
So what's going on with him?
He was in a domestic.
Well, they said he strangled.
Give it to us.
They basically saying that he hired a female cook. She was staying at the Diggs residence, and she never got paid for cooking for him and his guest. And apparently, she went back to get her belongings, and she asked him for the money. And supposedly, she got pinned down on a bed, and he grabbed her from behind and put her on some type of chokehold. And yeah, this is crazy, man. But it's been a lot of stuff. If you know Stefan Diggs,
sounds like a little bit of AB.
Yeah, if you know he got me thinking of Cardi B. If you know Stefan Diggs, it's always stuff that seems to follow this guy. And about 6 months ago, there was a guy, unnamed player. I don't know if he plays for Buffalo or the Texans, but he said, man, Stefan Diggs is a great football player, but I would not recommend him date my little sister.
Well,
to me, that speaks volumes.
You see what happened when they showed him handing that pink bag or something on that yacht.
Yeah, and I heard that was just sugar and Kool-Aid, man. I heard that's all that was.
Oh, of course.
Well, keep in mind, this is public airways. So
we want to make sure. No.
Well, if it was anything more, he would have got suspended.
I didn't say anything.
I'm just saying, let's watch what we say.
It was on here.
I'm just saying, let's watch what we say.
If it was a crazy substance, he would have got suspended. What's the owner for New England, man? Mr. Kraft. They called him in the office. They questioned him. Roger Goodell and them. If it was anything, he would have got suspended. So that's how I know that.
But what I'm saying, though,
that was Kool-Aid, man.
I'm not sure what it was.
I'm saying I didn't say what it was. I said it was just a pink bag. I didn't say it was
candy,
on every.
Man. That was
You're good. I just didn't want things to go too far.
You remember stick dip? Remember the stick with the powder dip?
Because my disclaimer is Pittsburgh's DSEN is not responsible for individual opinions.
No, it's not an opinion. It was posted on every news media.
I'm not saying you said anything.
Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if trouble seems to follow him.
You're not following me.
Trouble seems to follow him.
Before someone says something, Before someone say something out of line, I wanted to make sure.
No, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. It was reported. Like I said, it just seems like trouble seems to follow him.
It's always something with him, man.
So let's check this out. Back to the big game on Sunday. Our Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Baltimore Ravens for the AFC North title. And I'm going to start off and I'm going to share the screen with everyone. This is actually from Stat Muse. And I'm going to turn this around for the fellas to see it as well. So we're going to get off your screen for a hot few minutes here. And I wanted to see how Derrick Henry did versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At home?
No, just since he's been with Baltimore and it's up there. I'm not sure which screen is better for you.
Yes, sir.
But here we go. So in November 17, 2024, Pittsburgh won 18-16, and Derrick Henry right here, Derrick Henry had 65 yards that game. And let me make sure I could show the 65 yards as well. Rushing.
Yeah, we had a real big tailgate down there. That's right. It was. What was the final score, Kev?
Oh, it's right here. 65 yards. The final score was 18-16. Pittsburgh.
And that's the one where what's his name missed that field goal late. Who was the one that just got? I want to watch what I'm saying.
Yeah, you talking about the Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, yeah.
Okay, and then
the extra
December 21st, 2024 here in Pittsburgh, Baltimore won 34-17. And I'm not sure if this game was in Baltimore or Pittsburgh.
I think that's not like that playoff game.
No, that wasn't the playoff game.
What year was it?
Last year.
2024?
November 21st. Matter of fact, I know.
That was in Baltimore.
That was, yeah. Hold on, JT. December 21st, 2024. That was in Baltimore. I was at that game. Baltimore won 34-17. And King Henry ran for 162 yards on 24 carries. And then the playoff game, Keith, is what you referred to.
Yeah.
Okay, that was January 11th, 2025. Baltimore won that game 28-14. King Henry ran for 186 yards. And then this last game we played, Pittsburgh won 27-22. And King Henry had 94 yards on 25 carries. Now, notice the yards per carry, fellas, since he played for Baltimore. Those middle two games are really the two games that he went crazy.
Because they took the commanding lead out. They had a nice lead.
Good point. Yeah, so the two games that the Steelers won, the first game and the last game were close games.
Right.
And the last game, King Henry, he ran the ball 25 times, 94 yards, only 3.8 yards per carry.
Right.
I mean, that's not terrible.
No, it's not.
However,
It's not.
if you could keep.
For King Henry, it's terrible.
Yeah, if you can keep that like that, more than likely you're going to win the game.
Exactly. So
if the Steelers can score early and often, you'll take King Henry out of the game.
I say all of that to say I really think it's all about stopping King Henry.
Right, me too.
Derrick Henry.
So he's the only person that scares me. I'm not worried about none of them other guys.
And putting points on the board. We gotta put points on the board early. Man. That's how you take Henry out of the game.
Another thing too, man, Arthur Smith, you saw Cleveland ran that man press on us. We couldn't get free. You gotta run bunch formations. What I mean by that, like trips left, trips right. Why do I say that? Because they cannot press the receivers when they're bunched together like that. So it gives guys like Scotty Miller and Adam Thielen a free release to get open. Football 101 for y'all, man.
And that's when the middle of the field really opens up.
Exactly. You got to do it, Arthur Smith. Come on, man. Let's do or die, bro. Let's go.
Hey, man, I'm lobbying for you to be the OC player. My man.
Appreciate it.
And I'll be in charge of the food.
So the more the Steelers could keep Baltimore off the field,
right?
Okay, the better. All right. The Steelers wide receivers, they need to show up better. Okay, Aaron Rodgers need to play a better game.
Yes, he do, man. I think he will. He's a gamer.
Yeah,
I trust him, Kev.
You trust him?
Yeah, I trust him.
Okay,
I trust him.
And I'll say this. I think Baltimore has the advantage because they have the momentum.
Right.
I think they're a healthier team, or they have more of their players that will play in that game. The Steelers missing DK Metcalf. The last game, I think he had like 148 yards.
That's why I said what I said about
yards.
the bunch formations.
Yeah.
You got to scheme these dudes open, man. This is the
you
game.
talking about when he cut when the first pass down the right
that
side?
deep one. Yeah, I knew we was going to win that day.
I'm saying he had
they don't have nobody that can watch him
He
right
had
now.
148 yards that game.
And we're going to need a chunk play like that. We're going to need a chunk play like that.
But my point is, that's why I feel that Baltimore has the advantage because there's no DK Metcalf.
Right.
They have the momentum going into the game. It's hard for the Steelers to bounce back after not closing in Cleveland, where this week would have been a leisure week.
Right. But like
you can't crowd
every time you doubt them.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they come to play.
Now, one benefit I believe the Steelers have, Baltimore's pass rush struggles.
Yeah, it's not. This ain't Terrell Suggs and them.
Exactly. So it should allow Aaron Rodgers more time
to pick apart that defense.
To hit the receivers.
And their DBs are still banged up. Whether you say it like it or not, their DBs are still banged up.
The only guy I'm worried about is Hamilton back there, bro.
Hamilton.
I'm not worried about Humphreys. None of them dudes, they don't scare me.
It's 8 o'clock, fellas, and we need to close this thing out. We'll go. We'll go 5.
I got my pajamas on. I'm staying here tonight.
Pick them.
All right. So we'll go 5-10 minutes overtime so we can make sure we get in our NFL picks.
Tab, this is week 18. Are you really going to pick week 18? Most of the starters ain't even playing.
Hey, we have to close it out. That's part of the deal.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the deal to make sure.
That's right, because you want to make sure you get that top spot at the end, right?
Everything.
You're fighting for that top spot because now becomes a very week. This is the week where it can get very fair. See, but you don't know. Look, Tab, can I give you a little bit of advice?
Yeah.
From a coach to
go ahead,
a young snotty-nosed kid.
All right.
You don't want to put your picks out on the thing right now because you're only a couple picks behind.
I can change them.
Yeah, but
I
still,
can change them.
But still, everybody, come on, man.
Well, I have to. It's part of the show.
I know. Okay.
It's part, and it could be reverse psychology as well.
All right.
So let everybody know where the top 3 people stand anyway in this particular contest as I bring up the music.
Did you print it out? I wasn't involved because I skipped a few weeks, but
okay. I have it right here, JT.
Okay, go ahead.
No problem. So we have Ralph McCormick, who is the leader right now, and I'm in second. I'm 3 games behind. And then I believe his wife, and I'm trying to go from memory, his wife, Tracy, is number 3. So that's where we stand on a week-to-week pick'em, a total season. So I still have a chance to win. So, again, let me cue up the music. Hopefully it won't be too loud. And we need to make sure people could hear us. So as I play it, I'm going to check the volume as well. Okay, I think we're good. Right about there, I'm still getting text messages, and I'll make sure I answer your text message as well. Cleveland Browns fan just texted me. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, man, it was on my TikTok earlier. Oh, the doo-doo Brown.
All right, here we go. We have the NFL Week 18 picks. You can pick along with us as well to kind of measure yourself against us also. We have the first game of the week. This is a Saturday game. Carolina at Tampa Bay. It's a 4:30 game on Saturday. Who do you like, JT? You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Carolina at Tampa Bay.
At Tampa Bay.
I'd like to see my man Todd Bowles get a win this week. I think he's gonna bring it home.
Okay, Keith.
I'm going with Carolina. I'm going with Bryce Young. Bryce Young and the crew. I think this Carolina team is sneaky good, and I think they're scary. So, yeah, I'm taking Carolina
last week, dude. They look bad. Yo.
I'm going with Bryce Young, man, and J.C. Horn.
And just looking, let me make sure we need to get the playoff standings in here too, because I think Tampa is the only team fighting for the playoffs in the NFC, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Carolina, yeah.
So if Tampa wins,
you're in.
They're in. Right, let me just double check.
Because that whole division was up for grabs for a minute.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
I know.
And I mean, Atlanta did
finish in a 3-way tie, but Carolina or Tampa will probably get in, though.
Yeah, so
Atlanta's
from an NFL playoff standpoint, Tampa right now is, and I just had it, they can still make the playoffs.
Baker looks bad, though, man. He's been throwing more in.
They're 7-9. And what is Carolina?
Same. They got the same record.
No, Carolina is 8-8.
But they have a victory over Tampa. Or is Tampa
Nonetheless, the winner gets in, right?
Winning, you're in.
Okay, so I'm going with Tampa. That game is at home. The next game is Seattle going to San Francisco. That was a heck of a game last night.
I think San Francisco
versus Atlanta. That was a heck of a game last night.
Yeah, but I think San Francisco's going to put it because
that's an 8 o'clock game on Saturday.
Sam Darnold does not play well in these right up, you know what I mean? These big games.
Road games he don't, but I'm going to take Seattle. I think Rashid Shaheed runs a kickoff back, and it's the difference to beat the Niners.
All right, I'm going with the Niners as well. The Sunday matchups, these are 1 o'clock games. We have New Orleans at Atlanta.
I'll tell you what, New Orleans has been balling. They found their quarterback of the future.
Yeah, Tyler Show. Yeah, they've been on the heater lately.
Yo, they found their quarterback of the future. I like New Orleans in this game. Although, and the only reason why I like them is their defense. They're going to cause Kirk Cousins to throw a number of interceptions.
All right, I'm going with Atlanta. I like the way they played last night.
195-yard Bijan.
I'm about to.
225 all-purpose yard.
I was going to touch on that.
That was bad.
Did you pick Kev?
Yeah, said Atlanta.
Okay, I got Atlanta too, man. Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, Saints. Cleveland at Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincinnati, fellas.
Joe Burrow, Cincinnati.
All on Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Green Bay. Okay. Let's go back to that game. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Does Myles Garrett?
Yes, he gets the record.
Get the sack record.
Yeah, he gets Joe Burrow 2 times.
Yeah, I think so.
He gets him twice.
I think he gets it. Green Bay at Minnesota.
I don't know, Kev.
Green Bay.
Cincinnati's offensive line has been balling lately. So, but go ahead. I like who? Green Bay and who?
Minnesota.
No J.J. McCarthy.
Man, I'll tell you what. Minnesota's been balling a little bit lately. But I'm gonna
Green Bay. They already clinched. I don't know, but they already clinched.
I'm going with Minnesota.
Who did you say, Keith?
Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay, too. JT's going Minnesota. Dallas at the New York Giants.
Oh, come on. I'm going with Dallas because Dak Prescott always said if they tried to sit him, he was like, I'll fight him. So
yeah,
I'm going with Dallas.
I like Dallas, too, man, to close out the season.
Agreed. Tennessee at Jacksonville?
I'm going to go Jacksonville.
I don't think Jacksonville's starting a lot of players. Tennessee might come out. I think I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville. All right, Indianapolis at Houston.
Houston.
I like Houston.
Yeah, Indianapolis. Rivers.
Yeah, they're starting Riley Leonard. Yeah,
exactly.
It's over. It's diced.
We're all on Houston.
Yeah.
Isn't that a shame though? That's another thing. That Phillip Rivers gave up his 3-4 years. He was out of the league already for an Hall of Fame.
I tell you how much it looks. That's what I was talking about though. For the love
New York Jets at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Detroit at Chicago. I'm going Detroit.
That loss yesterday for Chicago knocked them out of the contention for that number 1 seed.
LA Chargers at Denver.
Denver.
You're going Denver? I'm going Chargers. Kansas City at Vegas.
Whoever they're playing.
Got Kansas City.
I'm going with Vegas.
I thought that last week.
I'm going with KC as well. Arizona at the Los Angeles Rams. I agree.
Well, the Rams are already in. They can't get the number 1 seed, so I'm going to go with Arizona. Are they playing at Arizona or at home?
LA.
I'm going to go with Arizona anyway.
All right, Miami at New England.
New England.
They had Drake May tossing the rock the other day. He had 5 touchdown passes.
Yeah, we're all on New England?
Yeah.
Okay, Washington at Philadelphia.
Philly.
You can push the Washington.
And last but not least, for all the marbles in the AFC North and for the last playoff position in the AFC, we have the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers 8:20 on NBC and Peacock.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. The history of this game, Steelers and the Ravens, and I'm going back even before Troy Polamalu. Games like this, the Steelers step it up all the time.
Okay.
So
even when you backpedal into the game.
Even when you backpedal into the game, the Steelers I think the Steelers are going to win, and I think they're going to win convincingly.
Got it. Keith.
They just signed somebody off didn't they get one of the receivers we had, Brandon?
I don't know. Go, Keith.
I think this is going to be a game for the ages. I like the Steelers by 3, 20-17. I think Alex Highsmith, Pratt Fairmouth, and I'm going to shock y'all with this one. I think Scotty Miller and Roman Wilson come through for the Pittsburgh Steelers with key catches and a touchdown. The Steelers win 2017 in a game for the ages, man.
All right, cool. I normally don't say this, fellas.
Well, you don't say it then.
I predict games. I don't predict what's going to happen in the game. I normally don't do scores. Like you said, you believe it'll be a blowout. You said by 3. I'm not going to pick a score. But I'm going to tell you some details. Okay? I say Derrick Henry, the man, the king, come into the Steel City and get shut down. Not only does that happen, one of the things the Steelers did last week that I think they could repeat this week, I think they could get turnovers. I think the Steelers will get uno, dos, tres.
It would be nice to get wouldn't it be nice
turnovers.
to get 2 of those pick sixes of those 2 defensive touchdowns we got a few weeks ago?
And TJ Watt, I think, is going to play. Don't be surprised if he has a strip sack or TD. I just feel it.
Game changer.
I just feel it. Baltimore.
You got me on one now. So look, now you got me ready to go out and find some tickets. And I don't usually go to the game when it's cold.
Baltimore has the momentum. The Steelers need to do something to take that momentum away from Baltimore. I think they'll find a way. I think the pressure's on Mike. I think the pressure's on Mike Tomlin, fellas. I really do.
He usually comes through in pressure type situations.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I see happening that the Steelers have to address, because it has been a thorn in their side, but it would have been worse if it wasn't for missed passes. But somebody's got to watch Zay Flowers, because he has gotten into the Steelers. He's
one thing I know about him, JT, though, he's a good player. He's a gadget type of guy. He's on the short side. But if you notice throughout this guy's career, if you hit him good enough, he spits the ball out.
You're right.
He's a fumbler.
You're
Just
right.
think all the big games he done fumbled, man. New England gained the most pieces of one.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
So you got to pop him.
And you're talking about who?
Zay Flowers.
Oh, yeah.
You got to pop him, bro.
If you look at his past numbers against the Steelers, though.
Yeah.
In the one game, we couldn't even get the numbers because he dropped 2 or 3 passes.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the Steelers.
You got to light him up like a slot machine,
and
he'll get out of the game.
And Isaiah Likely.
So we kept everybody long enough. We're already in overtime. We're like 12 to 13 minutes into overtime. Okay, so we need to shut this baby down. More especially since I got a text from some guy named Frank Torbert, who's a Browns fan, talking about a win is a win.
But the last thing I'm gonna say though is, the Steelers, and I said this when we did this thing with the end of the season. Remember, 6 games left. We said the Ravens don't scare me, and here's the reason why.
Right.
They don't have if you put like Joey Porter Jr., the way he's been playing lately, on Zay Flowers, okay. You didn't took their game away already because they don't have no wide receiver on that team.
Deep passing game.
That I even feel.
But if you can't stop the run, it's not going to matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. They're going to have like they did before. They're going to have somebody spying on King Henry. They're going to have somebody, because if Lamar Jackson, like I said, I'm not worried about Lamar Jackson beating us.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not worried about
tell everybody on YouTube where you're going.
I'm not. There's nobody on Baltimore's offense that I'm worried about hurting us besides King Henry. That's it.
Yeah.
And
there's a few players that could hurt you.
Who?
You have Mark Andrews.
Come on, man. Come on, dude. Mark Andrews. Come on, dude. He's older than you.
He could hurt you.
Yeah, he can hurt you if you let him.
And then you have the other tight end,
Isaiah Likely.
Yeah. Well, you asked me who else could hurt you.
He's had 0 receptions in 3 of his last 4 games. 2 of them with 0 targets.
You can't sleep them. Is my point. Those guys could hurt you. I mean, they have a strong tight end tandem, and actually, if their third tight end,
they're soft. But they're soft. They like soft tissue. You can hit Likely and knock him out the game. Like I said,
the Steelers can't sleep it, and
I'm not saying they can sleep it, but they don't. There's nobody. Put it this way: they don't have nobody on their team that concerns me more than the weapons on Cincinnati. They don't have nobody on their team that concern me more than.
Of course not.
That's what I'm saying.
Cincinnati has a high-powered offense. Of course not. But I'm just saying.
We're going to knock them upside the head, Cav.
Okay. I hope that is the case. We'll find out next Tuesday. And before we get out of here, I do want to say that if this is the first time that you listen to the show, or if you've listened to the show before, please continue to listen to Pittsburgh's DSEN. We're a 24/7 radio station that is online, so we have great content. In addition to that, okay, we want to make everybody aware of a cruise. If you like to travel, you can start to plan to join us on a cruise. Yes, Pittsburgh's DSEN is having a cruise November 7th through the 14th. All of the information is on the website, so please check that out. Also, join us this Monday for one of our newest shows, Relationship Conversations with Dr. Linda Bing. That show is from 8 to 10 p.m. every Monday, so it resumes this Monday coming up. I said last week that this is the last show of the year. I said that last week. I said it by mistake. This is the last show of the year for Soul Take. We'll be back next Tuesday in the new year, 6 to 8 p.m. Happy New Year to everybody out there. JT, 30 seconds.
Yes. Once again, I want to thank you all for chiming in, listening in, calling in, texting in. You are the reason why we keep going and doing what we're doing. Like I always say, this is an opinion-based show. So, Kevin's, mine, Keith, our opinions may not be the same, but we enjoy expressing them. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Reach out to your loved ones, because a lot of the older ones don't have, people in their lives. But say something nice to somebody, because it might change their day. It might make a difference in their day. And I also wanted to say condolences to my family, because we lost. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Keith. Just duck under the cameras, what I was trying to tell you.
I'm sorry, but we lost.
You still didn't duck, but go ahead.
We lost my great nephew this past week, 14 years old.
Wow.
He went home. He got his wings. He went home to be with God, because I know exactly where he's going. And just
sorry to hear that, JT.
Thank you. Yeah. Keep your prayers for my family, and that's about it. But Kev, one more thing.
Okay.
Didn't somebody win that Cameron what's it called? What's that thing? Fantasy Football League?
I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead. JT won. Yeah, the Fantasy Football League.
Hey,
J4's Pap.
Shout out to Pittsburgh DSEN, man. Check out me and Zach McKnight's basketball series, Unsung Heroes on the Hardwood, on Pittsburgh DSEN Radio. Yeah, good
out
basketball
there on YouTube.
Insight. Yup, check it out. You can check me out on Facebook, Platt Jr. Check me out on TikTok, K Platt Jr. And we'll be back for part 3 of Unsung Heroes of the Hardwood in January. And keep listening and tuning in to Pittsburgh's DSEN Radio.
Excellent. All right, so everyone, we helped you long enough. If you stuck around, thanks for sticking around. Even later, if someone is watching the recording, remember you can always text in with your comments. But everyone, please have a blessed holiday, a blessed new year, and continue
and safe one.
And continue to follow us on YouTube as well, because between the shows, we add all kind of sports content and other content out there as well. So we're gonna go ahead and leave you for this year as far as Soul Tape.
You gotta get on my weight plan now, okay? So I can be ready
Go
for
ahead.
this cruise.
Go
bro.
ahead. Get ready.
I want to be able to get some of them clothes from duty free.
Why not? So this has been Soul Take, everyone. Everyone, as we said, please be safe out there and be blessed.
God bless.